Hello, great to have your company wherever you are in the world. I'm here in Perth, Western Australia, and I want to thank a couple of great people who are here with me tonight. One is this man here, and to him, this is Nichols Gaviria. Nichols is a very talented graphics man. He's sitting over in the corner there, and he is brilliant. Everything you see here around the screen, when we get going here, he's designed. And the other gentleman is this young fella, brilliant young lad with technology.
It's actually me. Hi
Tyler.
Everyone.
There he is. Okay, so I didn't need to get that picture up there. But these two have done a lot of work and will do a lot of work tonight. So how does this work? And look, this is the first one I have ever done. And there will be a slight delay, I admit, but I'm watching the telecast on my television here. You're watching the telecast on your television or online somewhere, and I'm going to talk to you throughout the whole race. And I'll give you my insights, but more importantly, I think I want to get your insights. So I'm going to head back here. I've got a laptop on my lap. My top is on my lap. So I'm here to answer your questions that you may have. And the thing I want you to do straight away, though, is to send me a picture of yourself. Not of your screen setup, a picture of you, wherever you are in the world, and I want you to email it to this address. And I'm going to pick these pictures, and when you email it, in the subject line, put your name, so that I know immediately you are Emmanuel Gossett, or Paul Richard, or Liam O'Donnell. So that's great. I'm going to get your pictures. It'll take me a few seconds, and we'll whack them up here so that everybody else who's online can see what you look like, because you are part of the action. I'll be looking at your comments, and if you really want to jump to the head of the queue, because at the moment we've got 133, and I'd like to think we get to 1,000 tonight. And with your help, we will get to 1,000, because what I'm going to ask you to do is get onto your mobile and text your mates, or send them a message here saying, look, get online, join Kym's Watchalong from Perth, Australia, and let's have them involved as well. So if I go here, see if anyone has sent me a picture yet. I've got a couple. Drew Mitchell, thank you for yours, except it's a picture of computers, and I don't want to see computers. I want to see your face. As you can see at the moment, and I'll be interested to know what networks you're watching your broadcast on. I've got Sky Sport out of Britain. Maybe you're watching that, or perhaps you're watching another version of it. What will happen, though, is I promise you, because of the lag and the delay, is that something will happen on screen. Let's say it's a big crash. You'll see it, I'll see it, and then I'll react. But you won't see my reaction for maybe 10 to 20 seconds later. But that's just a factor of the internet. Let's go back and see what sort of questions we have here, Tyler.
Questions. I haven't really been looking.
Can you display the email again? Yes, let's leave it up for a little bit. It's info, as in short for information, at KymIllman.com.
Yes.
On my screen, I'm seeing Lewis Hamilton being interviewed.
Now, I would like to show everyone this. I think you'll have noticed before, we have two cameras, but not only do we have two, we've got a third one. This
is the overarching shot. This shows everything. Liberty Charge is watching on Fox Sports. Luke Burt's on Fox Sports. Who else? F1 TV. Okay, so I've got my F1 TV app here, which I will go and have a look at. And I think we can safely say that favourite to win this race is Lewis Hamilton. Valtteri Bottas to come second, and Max Verstappen third. That's the way. Oh, and so what is the betting? Maybe Max is actually second favourite. I haven't actually had a look.
Neither have I.
Now let's go back and see who's. Here we go. Let's see. This is Brian. Rightio. Let me just. Okay, can you take that shot?
I can.
This is Brian with a Y. Now, where are you from, young man? Does it say? No. Here's Drew Mitchell. No, I am taking a bit of a punt. See, Drew?
Yes. Do you want to let me know before you open them and switch so I can cut between stuff?
Because what I said was, look, I'll probably just be very careful in case somebody sends me something that's inappropriate and I go and pop it straight online. So anyway, we'll just have to turn our heads on the side to see Drew, because thank you for that, Drew. Nice chain you've got around. And care enough to wear pink. Okay, can't read the rest of that. Thank you, Drew. Good to know that you're along with us this afternoon in Europe and this evening in Australia and this morning in America. Could I come? Liam O'Donnell wants to know if he can come to the house now to watch it because he's actually in Perth. No. Star Sports. I can't show the race. That would be breaking all sorts of
laws and rules.
Copyright laws. So you'll be watching the race on your screen. I'm watching it on mine, and we'll be talking about what we see, but I will not be, obviously, broadcasting theirs. RTL Germany. Now, I believe that it's Kai Abel's last year. Who's that gentleman? Yeah, Kai's a funny guy. Anyone from Germany will know him. In fact, I'll show you who he is. He wears the loudest clothes I have ever seen at F1 races. Where is he? Kai, take me a second here. Bang. This is the gentleman here on the right of the shot. Very colourful jackets. Here with Federica Mazzolin in the paddock. He's sponsored by Philip, who makes some amazing clothing as the drivers now head out to the grid. Let's see who's going to be standing today and who's going to be kneeling. The front row kneels and then some on the back. 6 last time, and I think it'd probably be the same 6 guys this particular race. Beautiful place, Magella. Now, I was there the day they shot this, and if you're watching on Sky Sports, I'm referring to that shot where they pull back in the V. That was done at Barcelona testing on the very first morning, and it was very exciting to watch. And I think I got a picture up very quickly of Max Verstappen and Esteban Ocon shaking hands out on the grid. It was a cracker. Let's see who else has sent a picture in. Luke Burt. Now I have to go and take these pictures in, save as, stick them in here, and then bring them into Photoshop and flip them around. Oh, actually, I might have been able to flip that around. Can I flip that around in ArcSoft, Tyler? Yeah, I think I... No. Guys, when you send them through, put Luke up upside down because I really haven't got time to be... This is Luke upside down. Tyler, put Luke upside down, please. Put him to line. There he is. You'll have to turn your head upside down to see Luke. And then I did have another one. Just flip off me and let's have a look who we've got here. I've got Dimitri. Right, there's Dimitri. Here he is. Now, where are you from, Dimitri? Very well dressed there. Are you what? Is that a picture you've taken today? Is that come... looks, oh, you're German. Zurück is back, of course. And wir arbeiten. I do speak ein bisschen Deutsch von meine Schule years. Nils Kunz. Jeez, this is a little bit tricky. Let me take this one. No, that doesn't work. I will take this, save it as, stick it in there. Then I will have to go to Lightroom, because I think it's worthwhile. If you've gone to the effort of sending me a picture, I should put it up.
I must interrupt you.
Tell me.
Our good friend Laxui has super chatted. I'm sure you can see that on your computer somewhere.
No, because I'm just doing this. So just ask Laxui to just hold on a sec.
Laxui, you'll have to
all things must stop.
You'll give us one moment, Laxui, please. One very, very short moment.
Yeah, because I'm now under severe pressure to go and get this picture from here. And fan pics, here we go. Whack them in here to Lightroom. As they stand for the Italian national anthem. Here we go. This is much better. Of course, this track is not too far from Florence, is it? And what a beautiful place that is at this time of year. Nice warm weather. Right. Okay, so here's... you can jump back onto me. That's Luke. This gentleman here. Now, I've lost his name. Well, this is... what about Joe Davey? Is your picture visible straight up here, Joe? Oh, there's Joe there. Look. Winner, winner. Straight up front. Joe's out underneath the umbrella. Obviously, it's warm where you are, Joe. Thank you very much. Shay Star, Cherie. No, not seeing that one. Hey, Kym, I'm Carla from Romania and waiting for the TV to connect. Good on you. Thank you very much for watching. And who's that singing the national anthem in a very nice blue suit in Italy? So what can we expect? Let's have a quick... Owen from Adelaide, where I was born. Hello, Owen. What is it? It'll be 10:30 at night in Adelaide as the cars are on the grid. Of course, if you've never been to a Grand Prix, I'll explain just briefly what happens with the grid process. The cars come out of pit lane when the pit lane is open and the track is open, and they'll do a reasonably quick lap, just getting a feel for the track on the particular afternoon. And then they will come back, and they can't drive down the middle of the straight because all the teams are out there getting ready with their kit, so they end up driving down pit lane again at pit lane speeds and then going out and do another lap. And they do this for 3, 4, 5 laps, whatever it is they want. And they come around the back of the grid and they will line up on the grid. And this is where, if I go to my German Grand Prix pictures here, so this is what you see. Tyler, you can cut to these. George Russell coming onto the grid. We get to stand on the track. The cars come towards us, and obviously this is during the wet start of this race, and you've got a crowd behind. Now, this is the only real track where you get that crowd close behind the cars as they come onto the track. And a picture of Daniel Ricciardo that I quite like with the spray coming off the tyres. So that's how the grid works. And they'll set up here. Drivers normally get out of the car. They'll go off to the men's room. Then they'll come back for the national anthem. Then they'll go back to their car after that. Now, at this particular moment, when we're at the track, we're not allowed to be on the track for this. All photographers have to leave by this point. We have to then go up to turn 1 or turn 2, wherever it is. But the whole idea is we have to be off at this particular point. Questions-wise, have you found it being frustrating not being at the race? Roy, yeah, it is frustrating. Although this is quite comfortable watching a race like this. A lot less exercise, although I probably need that. And yeah, I'm saving a bit of money on travel, but yeah, definitely I would rather be there than here. Paul Richard, your favourite picture? Oh, that's that one I just put up before. Daniel Ricciardo, I quite like.
Now, I did stop you before, but you seem to have forgotten.
Why don't you cut to yourself? Oh, yes.
We did super chat.
Okay, I'm going to go back and find it.
He was just mentioning,
yes,
for those of you who haven't heard of this thing that we have called super chat, I'll let Kym explain.
Yes, if you want to jump the queue, in other words, you want to get your question noticed, because at the moment we've got 160 people 160. On here, and there's no guarantee that I will see your question if I'm talking because of the way that it moves up the list. So if you want to jump the queue and get my attention, because as you can see on the page there, it's very marked. You cannot escape a super chat question. So it's a few dollars or a few krona wherever you are in the world, and it does bump you up to the top of the list, and I will answer your questions. I might answer yours, like Luke here. Where are you, Kym? I'm in Perth, Western Australia, and we've got 172 people watching now. But we're building up to a start where you're watching it on your television, I'm watching it on mine, and I'm asking you, like Sherry Gavin here has sent her picture in. Thank you for that. Tyler, let's have a look at Sherry. There she is, with a big smiley face. I wish I could get that on full screen, but anyway, that's Sherry. Thank you from wherever you are in the world, because we have people from all corners of the globe. A bit of a dumb thing to say, because there's no corners in a globe, is there? Which camera do you use the most? 1DX Mark III is the camera that I use the most. But let's go back to what we're seeing on television here. I'm seeing a Red Bull, Max Verstappen's car. They're frantically working. What are they doing with that? Let's have a listen here, because I've actually got the commentary live in my ear. Can I? Oh, thank you, Tyler.
You're talking about 1,000,000 miles an hour, so I think you can slow down a little bit.
Great.
Just for the sake of everyone watching, because it's
otherwise
we've got the drivers set up. So
Yes.
this is the qualifying start. I do believe it's Lewis, then Valtteri, then Verstappen. Yes. And
Yes.
that's it. There. That's very
Yeah.
cool.
I know. So that's the way they'll start. And throughout the race, we will update that as the lead changes. Although, realistically, is it going to change? I don't think so. But hey, who would have picked last week's results? And poor Pierre, he wins last week and he starts from 16 this week, which gives him a chance to overtake some people. He was pretty bloody happy too. Got a call from the French president. How nice is that? So I've got in my ear what's going on here. I've got vision from the track in front of me, and no doubt you have the same vision from the track. And there's that promo code, free 128 8E. If you're the first person to get online at prostarpics.com. We should have put that up there too, prostarpics.com.
Oh, I don't have that
it's
set
PICS.
up. But
you can text over.
You can show it on your computer.
Oh, yes, I can. Yes. Let's go to ProStar Pics. Here it is. And stand by. Q. There you go. ProStarPics.com. Are you seeing the top there? So this is
down in the small. I can change that.
Yeah.
Now.
That's where you need to go. ProStarPics.com. And go to Formula One. Pick 2019. Oh, 2019's over there. But anyway, you'll work it out and someone will get themselves a free download. Oh, someone's already done it. Congratulations, Roy Charman.
All right.
Now, let's see which picture Roy picked.
I think we could have a good guess as to what it is, hey?
Well, who knows? I'm excited to see.
Oh, unexpected.
I didn't pick this one.
No.
Is this Esteban or is it Sergio? It's Esteban coming out of the tunnel in Monaco with that glorious black background. So well done, sir, on getting that.
All right. I'll take
We're
this back.
still waiting to get a start here in the race. Make sure whoever gets the code, you choose the photo wisely. Luke Burt says that. Gibraltar. Jane is from Gibraltar. Thank you for joining us, Jane. What time does the GP start? It starts in 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
How very exciting.
I'm just checking that. I'm just checking that I'm not delayed on this thing. I am a little bit, only by... No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Some lovely shots of Florence on the F1 telecast.
How is everyone, by the way? How is everyone tonight? Who is everyone rooting for? What are we looking for this evening, everyone?
I'd just like to say you make Formula One photographer. Luke Burt, he's very excitable, isn't he, Luke?
Yes.
Thank you for your enthusiasm. Another Luke, Kym, next year, can you do a vlog of the Melbourne GP? When you say a vlog, you mean from inside the track? Because if you're asking that, the answer is no. Photographers cannot take any moving vision. We can't even record any audio. It's just part of the deal. He got both a Racing Point and a Mercedes in one photo, says BCO1. So we are now 2 minutes away from the cars taking off on the formation lap. But my beautiful wife who's just joined us, and I want to introduce you to a little friend of mine. This little thing here is quite delightful. And I'm sure, are there any ladies in this stream?
I don't know,
It's
but
a mad licking dog.
would you mind rearranging so that you're not in the bottom corner of the frame?
Right. Oh,
Not
gosh,
wasting people's
it
screen
just-
real estate.
It just licks. Which way do I need to go? This way. Right. Tyre performance, getting comfortable on this couch. So, yeah, my wife
is
who's
Romeo.
in her, what do you call that stuff? Ambulance outfit. She's a volunteer ambulance officer and helps the good people of Lancelin and surrounds. So, we must only be a minute away
Not
from
far.
the cars heading off on the formation grid, and I nearly lost my laptop
Now,
there.
chat's gonna have to do me a favor. I can't actually see the race, so People are going to have to tell me what's going on from the chat.
Well, I think
unless
a lot
watch
of
it
these
on my
people,
phone.
a lot of these people can't see the race either.
Oh, really?
They are.
Okay, right.
I did see somebody made a comment that their family had not paid the fee for the box, so they're going to have to take it from us as to what's happening here.
Kym,
And
please hold. You've got a super chat. Please read the super chat.
Okay, that's from Rajat Sharma. I'm going to suggest that Rajat's from India. Loved it. Everything looks fine. Love from it. There you go. I didn't even read that. Would love to see this every weekend. Well, if I can get these two gentlemen to set this rather extravagant thing up, I would certainly consider it. I'm just keeping an eye here. Tyres. The covers are now coming off the tyres. For those who can't see, I'm happy to provide you with a little bit of a précis about what's going on. We're close up with Valtteri Bottas. What are my predictions, Hansa, you ask? Lewis, Max, Valtteri. That's what I see happening. And I think Lewis will just take off at the first corner and just have it all to himself. And if he doesn't illegally come into the pits like he did last week, I think he'll probably end up, once again, winning. So thank you, Rajat, for your super chat, and that does get you to the top of the list. Now remember, I do want to see your photos, and before we start, I'll quickly go back here to... Oh, this is Rajat. Let's have a look at him. Oh, nice telly on the wall there. We really would like to see your face, mate. But yeah, I remember that scene. That was a few minutes ago, so thank you very much. And what have you got down here? Some little funny little... Okay, so the cars are now setting off on the formation lap in a couple of seconds. And now you know, of course, that the cars cannot do faster than 60 or 80 kilometres until they pass the start line here. Because of all the people either side of the track, they can't be scorching the tyres or anything like that. It's just a nice, even getaway, and once they get past that line, away they go. It's just clicked over on the Rolex. Seb's had a little bit of a false start there. And off they go. All 20 cars heading off on the formation lap for this 9th race in 2020 for Formula One. Quite amazing that they've got any races going, quite frankly. But they have. And it looks like a beautiful day. Quite funny, of course, without any fans in the stands. No fans in the stands. I'm keen to see more of your photos. I want to feature you on this stream, this watch-along, by you sending your picture of your head, body if you like, wherever you are in the world, to info@kymillman.com. You send me a picture and I'll run it so that others can see what you're doing around the world. Now let me just go back here to see what's happening.
For those good people watching will have noticed those two alerts that have popped up on screen are alerts of people subscribing. Now, if you want your name to pop up and you aren't subscribed, you can subscribe, which is just here. It's a little button just here, as well as any super chats. And while I have you, this week we actually enabled something on Kym's channel, which how much do you know about? It's a membership, much like anyone who uses Twitch. It's a subscription, but it's a paid subscription. Oh, there we go. Look, we had someone else sub.
Beautiful. Thank you for subscribing.
Yes. So it's less of a subscription and more of a way of supporting the content that Kym puts out. And we'll talk more about it as the stream goes on, but I thought I'd mention it. It's the join button just next to the subscribe button. And if you click on it, it breaks down a lot of these perks that you get, including badges from chat and custom emotes and that kind of stuff.
Tyler, the new subscriber sound is a bit loud, says Jane.
Okay.
The cars are making their way around to the start on the formation lap. Lewis is now nearly up to the front of the grid, where he'll take the front spot. Valtteri second, of course. Max is in third. Right, have I got live timing going on this? Why is it giving me that? Oh, no. Where's Max gone? Why has he disappeared? You probably know more than me because I can't listen to this and also talk to you. Hamilton doesn't get away well. Bottas is into the lead. Verstappen's into second place. Verstappen's race is over. Verstappen's race is over. And I'm hearing it on a... Leclerc's in third. That's why because I'm getting this. Right. Sainz is spun. Car's in the gravel trap. So if you're on a delay, you're going to watch this and be amazed. This is amazing because I'm hearing it before I'm seeing it. There's a 100% chance of a safety car. So watch this. Look at that. Valtteri jumps Lewis. Quite remarkable. And watch this first corner. I'm taking it in now. It's not the first. Oh, there we go. Oh my word, there's some... oh my gosh, they're all over the shop, aren't they? Still, Max Verstappen, he's out. Absolutely out. He's going to be livid. He's going to be livid. Oh, here we go. Well, you better change that 1, 2, and 3 now, Nichols, because it's Bottas, Hamilton, Leclerc. My gosh, that was exciting, people.
Very exciting.
Yes. Did you see that, Tonya?
All of that, two very important things.
Yes.
One, you had your very first member. Two, Lee Bolton. So, Lee Bolton, if you now in chat, notice you have a badge next to it. That's
Thank you, Lee.
That's very exciting.
In 10 years' time, we will look back at Lee and we will say, Lee, you were a trendsetter. Safety car is out. Bloke's walking away. Oh, Max Verstappen is going to be livid. Let's watch this again. Oh, right. And that looks like Magnussen. Magnussen's out. Oh, Gasly stopped. Oh, and I will get back to these super chats in a second. Carlos Sainz was lucky. He spun around and got going again. My word, hey, this is what racing should be, shouldn't it? How did Gasly end up in trouble? Because he stopped. Oh, there's Max spinning his tyres and just kicking up stones. Wow, people. But this is quite magnificent. I wish I could show you these pictures, but I can't. Oh dear, that's where Pierre got into trouble back there in the back end of the field. So from first to, is that last? He got airborne, I think. Was that an Alpha? AlphaTauri? Huh. And Sebastian Vettel's come in to get a new front wing. So poor Seb, where's he going to end up? He's going to end up last of the runners. 18th. He can't buy a trick, can he? Poor Sebastian. My gosh. All right, I'm going to get back to these super chats. Thank you very much to Rampant Fury 925 from Canada by the look of it. What would you think of Gasly moving to Renault? Well, being French, that would be great for him. I don't know. I don't know whether he would. It doesn't look like he's going to go back to Red Bull. I think he's quite liking AlphaTauri at the moment, but who knows? Yeah, we'll see what happens. Lee Bolton, thank you again for being my first member. And you get some good benefits too of the membership. Tyler, explain those benefits, would you please? There's Christian Horner throwing his hands up in the air. None too happy. Poor Christian, as you can imagine. What was he doing back there? Oh, he's thrown the steering wheel out of the car too, Max. He's not happy with that at all. Anyway, that was great that I was listening to that in my ears. Max has got a long walk back through the fields in the middle of the track. Safety car's out. There's Bottas in front. There's Christian. Hamilton second. Leclerc third. Albon fourth. Stroll fifth. Ricciardo sixth. Could be a good day for Daniel. We shall see, hey? Perez in seventh. Miss Marquise, Gaz was squeezed by the two Alphas. Yes, by the look of that. Charles is on a mission for Ferrari today in their 1000th. Yes, they had a big function last night in Florence, I think it was, where all the Ferrari hierarchy were there. Lots of beautiful cars on show. Would have been great to get a berth there. Let's have a look at this again as to see what's happened. Verstappen has just gone backwards through the field. He's lost all power in that car, hasn't he? And then he's ended up in the middle there, and he gets around the first corner, no problem. They're 3 deep. And by this stage, he's only got about 5 cars, and then someone's rear-ended him, and shivers, it's all over, all over. Carlos Sainz was spun around, but luckily got out of it, and is still continuing on. So that would be interesting. I think I got it before I saw it, but I don't think I portrayed what happened to you before you saw it because of the lag that comes with this particular way of broadcasting. We've got a couple of hundred watchings. Perhaps get onto your mates and tell them to join us. We'd love to have them here.
Also, if you wouldn't mind correcting yourself again, you keep.
Yes, I've slunk down, have I?
You need to work on your posture.
It's
there.
just very, very difficult to stay upright in this thing.
Now, Kym,
that's better. Yes.
I think I've never seen a purple super chat before.
What is that?
Rajat Sharma's super chat from before suggests, I don't know currency, but that suggests
That would be Indian rupee, I imagine. I don't know.
It's been there for a while as well. So
thank you very much for that. Laxwi says, or he was rear-ended. Was it Max's fault? No, I think Max got rear-ended. I definitely think that's the case. But he has a very long walk back to the pit lane, back to the garage, where he can do his interview and then, if he wants, go home. Get in the plane, go home early. I remember, when was it? It was back in maybe 2017 in Baku, where for some reason, I can't remember, he finished the race early and he went straight back to the hotel room and watched it on television. Didn't go and do his interviews. He just had enough. And of course, with Baku, the Hilton is right on the track. In fact, you don't even have to leave the track. It's inside the fenced area. So he just went straight back and watched it on telly. In fact, it took him a little while, he said, to actually work out how to get it up on the screen. But he did in the end. Vettel's position. Yeah, Vettel is last of the runners, and I'm not even sure he's come back out on the track according to this. Can you see him? Oh, yeah. So we've had 4 laps with really only probably 4 corners at any sort of speed. They're just tidying up now. Luke Burt just can't remember the physical lineup from the start and who was on what side. I knew the order, but not if first was right or left. As we looked at it, Lewis was on the left, so that's the right-hand side of the track as he would have seen it. Yes. Remember, if you're watching this for the first time, you've just joined us, thank you very much. How about you send us your picture to info@kymillman.com and let us show your picture to the other people watching this stream. Have a look at your questions here. Thanks, guys, on headphones. There's Dive Bomb Landmark. Now, some of you aren't even commenting. Oh, my word, poor Pierre. He got airborne, didn't he? He nearly tipped over there. They were frightened the hell out of the poor bugger. Right, from chocolates to boiled lollies from one week to the next. So who's doing well at the moment? Kvyat's 9th. That's nice for him. Raikkonen and Vettel back at the end of the train. Grosjean 3rd last. Max has just arrived back into the paddock. You might be able to see this if you're watching this on your screen, but yeah, he's had to come through the swipe gates. Obviously, he doesn't have a badge that we have that hangs around our neck that we have to punch through, but he'll be going back and having a shower, perhaps. Beautiful day, Jello in Italia. Why have I lost my audio on here? Because that was pretty handy. No, I have to reconnect here. If you don't have the F1 app, you should get it. It's very good for timings and getting all the latest videos when we're at the track, when we're photographing. We'll come back in between FP1 and FP2, and we will at some point watch what happened in FP1 on our little highlights reel here. That's Michael Massey, you just saw on the screen a second ago. Michael is an Australian. He is the race director. If you Want to see what he looks like without a mask? This is him. There he is. Cool sort of guy, very cool, calm and collected. Have you got a new promo code up there too?
I just flicked that up by accident because I'd only blinded it on one of the two scenes. So there you go, guys. Completely by accident I've done that. There is a lot that goes on this side of it, so...
Jump in and use that code to get a free download of whatever your favorite picture is at prostarpics.com. prostarpics.com. So we're still under safety car. We've done 5 laps. We're going to do 59 in total today. And when they get going again, it'll be Valtteri Bottas from Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc in 3rd. There's no investigation into the Sainz-Stroll incident, and Stroll is still 5th. Sainz, however, has been shunted back to 15. We've had no times of a lap, obviously, so we don't know how these cars are looking. And I still haven't ascertained what's happened to Max Verstappen's car. But that was a hell of a mess at the back there. Geez, that was right. Raikkonen was very lucky to avoid all that mess too. The car's weaving left and right now, getting ready to start again and get a lap in. Let's go back to what you're saying here. Audio cuts on transitions, by the way.
I think I've just fixed that with a crossfade. If
Nice.
I haven't fixed it, then I apologize.
Yep.
It's a hard thing to fix while live. Now, I would like to draw your attention, Kym,
Yes.
to Lee Bolton's message.
Lee
Not that
Bolton.
it was a question, but you'll notice that it is green. Her name is in green.
Is Lee a lady? Could be a man, we don't know. Lee, send us a photo, please, of yourself, and let's feature you. info@kymillman.com. Just take a picture on your phone and email it.
I do think you've completely missed the point of me pointing that out to you, though. If you go back and scroll up through Super Chat, you'll notice her name is green, and
Yes,
she has a badge
because she's got a badge.
Yes,
She's
and
my
that's
one and only
member at the moment.
She's the first. She
Very
is the
first.
trendsetter.
Yes, very exciting. So Lee has joined as a backer level. There are 3 levels. Again, if you click on the join button, it gives you more information. But she has now got access to her own custom emojis, well, Kym's custom emojis, and a badge next to her name that demonstrates how many months she's been a member for, which is quite exciting. So thank you very much, Lee.
Go. We're about to get started again. What's going to happen on this restart? My mum says that Gasly hit Kimmy, who then hit Max. Wow. This is awkward actually listening to this because it doesn't marry up with what I'm listening to, so I get an advance warning. I cannot do this. I cannot listen to this and also listen to that. Watch that. So I will turn that off for the moment, but I will use the timing because it threw me here because I'm seeing Leclerc 3rd. And I'm thinking, what's happened there? Because on my screen, we were just getting started and Max was clearly taking off in 3rd position, but ran out of power. Had some dramas, but that's what happens in motor racing, isn't it? Laxwy, yes, a huge crash. Not so much the smooth operator today.
Kym, we have another member. Mr. Rampant Fury has also become a member.
Who has?
Rampant Fury from before.
Thank you. We're back in racing again. Oh, look. Here we go again. Down the main straight. We've got more crashes.
Laxwy just said that there was a big crash, so I was watching for it.
Laxwy's getting... You guys are getting all the advance notice. Well, this is going to be like a demolition derby.
This is fantastic.
We're going to run out of cars. Oh, my gosh. This is amazing. Latifi, too. They're just going to red flag the session, I'd say. Oh, my gosh.
Kym,
Oh,
I would like you to thank Chesstar as well for becoming a member.
Shaystar, that would be, I think.
Shaystar. My apologies, everyone.
Jeepers, this is phenomenal. What's going on here? Mugello's quite a track, isn't it? Wow, I am absolutely speechless. That's Sainz, is it? Yeah, that's Sainz. That's That's Magnussen. Sainz and Magnussen. Latifi swerved to avoid Russell. Oh my gosh. So that's the main straight that there are now plenty of marshals out on the track.
Right.
Carlos is walking back.
What's going on there? Now, I'm going to pop that code up from before because I didn't have it up for very long right about now. There's that code from before. I don't think anyone got a chance to use it.
Okay, there's that code, and someone is very angry here. We have to watch a replay. I'm going to watch this now.
Here we go.
What's... Oh.
Holy moly.
Oh, they thought Bottas had gone.
No way.
Yes, they thought Bottas had taken off. Oh my gosh.
Wait, what? So, what?
Magnussen got rear-ended by Giovinazzi. Sainz got caught up with it. And there's a photographer. I'm trying to see who that was. Oh my gosh, that's phenomenal. Oh, that's...
Holy guacamole.
It's a red flag. We're going to be stopping. Holy moly, there's crap all over the track. This is... oh no! Giovinazzi has been blinded. That's terrifying. That's similar to an F2 accident I witnessed from the commentary box when last race of... Was it last? No, it was last year. Last race of the year before. And I think Sainz has hurt his hands because he's obviously had his hands in the wheel. And you want to avoid that because when you get hit or have a crash, that wheel just jams around so much so quickly. And that's Kevin Magnussen looking pretty sad. So that's a real amazing situation there. I don't think I've ever seen that where the back markers think the front markers have taken off and they put their foot down.
So is it just everyone at the back ran into each other?
Yeah, they all thinking it's full on.
Far out. Gee.
Red flag. Who crashed? Magnussen, Latifi, Giovinazzi, Sainz, all out. So now we're down to 14 cars.
Holy moly.
Only 4 are going to miss out on points. We haven't had one full lap of racing. We have only had 4 corners. Oh boy, this is much more interesting than a normal race. Oh my gosh, the cars will now come back in. So let's see if anybody has picked up this promo code yet.
I was just going to ask you that because apparently someone said in chat that they have.
Yes, they have, and it is Alex Swimmer 1 from the United Kingdom. Alex, well done. Let's see what picture you took. Now that you when you go here, and I would suggest what you should do is have a picture already picked out. And you can pick the highest res you want as well. And you've selected this particular picture, which I took. I can't see it yet, so I'm just going to wait. So it's quite incredible what we're doing here because Tyler's switching over here and providing backup. Oh, that's Carlos. Is that Carlos? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, must be Carlos. I've got one set of audio here. I've got pictures in front of me and audio. I've got Tyler cutting over here. I've got you on this camera. There's a lot going on, and I think that this camera angle here should explain that. Should help to explain that. There is a lot that is happening at the moment. Yeah, and I'm perched up here on the couch. I don't know whether you can see my other poodle here.
He's got the easiest job of the lot.
Yeah, Mickey, say hello to those people. Can you see him? Mickey, say hello to those people.
He's passed out. Absolutely passed out.
While there is this slight lull, perhaps you could email your mates or text your mates and say, come on over and watch what we're doing here while you're watching the Demolition Derby in Mugello. We'd love to have your company, and we've got a few more things to give away, and I'd like to see your pictures, and I think I've got a couple more here.
Rampant Fury said in a super chat.
Have a look at this cool guy. Have a look at him. This is Uzair Alarm, and that will be the English pronunciation of your name, and I'm sure that's not exactly what it is. I'm wondering what else I'm giving away by having the rest of that stuff there.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that.
Yeah.
But as I was saying, Rampant Fury said that apparently a new track equals total anarchy, and he did that in a super chat.
Well done to you, mate. Lee Bolton. Here's Lee Bolton, my very first member.
Who is also from Perth, and before said...
Lee is a man.
Our fella.
Lee
yes.
is a man with a spiffing looking haircut there. Look at that. That is magnificent. Thank you, Lee. My #1 follower. First person to come on board.
How very exciting.
Yeah. So send us your photo. That's Grosjean out as well?
No
Oh, he's
way.
out of the car. He's out of the car. And there's Kym
this is a red
Keedle, his
flag.
trainer. Kym is the very tall man. Lovely fellow. Aussie, like me. And I have a lot of time for Kym. So it's no social distancing on the track there, as you can see. Everybody's
Holy
going
moly.
crazy. And here's that incident again. My gosh, that was spectacular. Look at all the crap that's flying off the cars. And on the left-hand side, as you can see, there is no catch fence.
How did that happen?
So look at that stuff flying around on the left-hand side of the track. That's gone over. If I was standing there photographing, and I think there was someone there before, that would be savage.
Who's mucked that up? Who put their foot on the gas and caused everyone else
I think it was Giovinazzi. Oh, somebody hit
But he was right at the
Giovinazzi.
edge, wasn't he? Right at the end, I mean. Chat, please let us know who was in the at fault there. Oh yeah, he's right at the back of the pack.
hell.
Last third of the pack, whoever it
That's
was.
bunter, huh? Bang ho. Now, the interesting thing with these races is because there are so... Here we go. That's Latifi. I spoke to his lovely girlfriend, Sandra Jivashek, for my Wives and Girlfriends video up on YouTube, which I hope you've seen. Here we go. This is Magnussen. He got rear-ended, poor bugger. Yeah, and Sandra is a lawyer, a great woman. And she features along with all of the wives and girlfriends of the F1 drivers on my new video, which has gone absolutely crazy. I think it's about 120,000 views in 2 days, which is my best. Oh, that's very fast. Poor Carlos Sainz.
My God.
Yeah, that's dangerous, all right, Carlos. You're not wrong there. My gosh, that's a big crash. For those of you who haven't been able to see this, it was on the main straight. It was the leaders taking off. The safety car had gone in. Valtteri Bottas hadn't put his foot down. He was holding the field up because you can't overtake the leader until a certain point, and he was holding them back. And they must have got to the line, at which point he can put his foot down. But the guys behind thought that they had taken off, so they planted their foot and were very quickly in a situation where they couldn't stop in a hurry. And Grosjean is now being interviewed. There's Kym Keedle on the left if you're watching the Sky, pardon me, telecast. Let's go back to...
Well, Kym Keedle was on the left 20 seconds ago for everyone watching.
Of course. This is Mark Arnold, and I can only tell you what you saw. 20 seconds ago, you saw Mark Arnold, the bald-headed fella, having a chat with Kimi Räikkönen. Mark is a fine fellow, a Brit. Let's show you Mark without that bloody mask on, because those masks are terrible, aren't they? And whilst I'm disappointed I'm not at the track, I don't think I'd want to have to get round. This is Mark here. Tyler, Q, Mark. He is a very cool guy. He and I shared a couple of hours. Well, it was in Brazil last year, and I was waiting for my wife to arrive from Australia. She touched down, but the traffic was horrendous. And Mark and I were just downstairs at the hotel bar. It's the best hotel we stay at all year, absolute blinder. And we had a great chat, a real lovely opportunity to spend a bit of time with them, a class act. So on screen now, I'm looking at all the action out on the grid. This is the second week in a row that we've had a race stopped. Although last week we'd had, 27 laps before we got to a situation where all the cars came back to the grid. This time we haven't had anything more than 4 corners of racing. And we are down 6 cars. And what's going to happen when we restart? Anyway, that's Mark. Let's go back to your chat here.
Yes.
Hey Kim, if you're keen to shoot some drag racing at the Perth Motorplex, yeah, it's a mile away from where I go, let me know. I take pictures at every event, and I'd be keen for you to come down. Well, I might actually do that. And I've got to just copy that and send me that message. Perhaps you'd be so kind, Magic Brother, to email info@Kym Illman with that information. That will prompt me to have a look at it. I normally go north instead of south in Perth on the weekend. Okay, more Mugello next year, please. Of course, this race wasn't supposed to be held here because of COVID. They had to go and find a whole lot of tracks in Europe where they could easily get to and run races. Because
I didn't know that.
What?
I didn't know that it wasn't originally on the calendar. That makes sense.
Well, maybe someone else might not know that.
Oh, okay, right. I was completely unaware of that.
That and the next Italian race and Portugal, Germany, none of those races were on the calendar. They were all added as a last minute thing. Okay, Bottas is still in the race, guys, and so is Hamilton the champion. That's right. They are 1 and 2 in that order. Lewis got off to a particularly ordinary start. I'm now watching a replay of Bottas coming onto the main straight where we should see some action well behind. He's still weaving because he hasn't got to the start finishing line, and they can't. Yeah, there's in the background you can see all the smoke. That is quite amazing. I've not ever seen that. Yeah, that's really amazing. Oh, I'm just transfixed on the replay of that crash and all the smoke, and phenomenal. And lucky nobody was injured. Maybe Carlos's hands are a bit sore. Leclerc's out of the car. What's he drinking? Mineral water, sparkling mineral water. He's got his signature on his arm of his undershirt there. And no logos. Has he got any logos? Maybe just a Ferrari logo. And there's some damage I'm looking at Nicholas Latifi's car. Poor Nicholas. Is he? Yeah, he raced. He finished last week, didn't he, Latifi? I think so. But that was, yeah. So 6 cars out now. Grosjean is the last of the 14 still left, and 50 more laps until the end, and it's already carnage. My gosh, what are we now? We are half an hour into the race. We should be at about 20 laps, and what are we at? What have we stopped on? 9. So we've done half the number we should be doing. This season's turn from Mercedes wins LOL to, oh my God, this is epic in just 2 weeks. Mohammed Faiz Daniel. And we've got 210 people watching. Please get onto your mates. Get them to come over and join us. We're going to give away some more fun downloads in a minute. And if you want to get your comment to the top of the list, please go and use Super Chat or do what Lee Bolton and I'll find the other one.
There were 2 others.
The other 2. Rampant Flyer, was he one?
Rampant Fury.
Fury, I beg your pardon, from Canada. Disappointed I didn't get to go to Canada this year. I liked Montreal. I don't know where you're from, whether you're from Montreal, but I really liked it. Laxwy, I've got a... Geo went full fucking cannonball straight into 2 cars. That's why they flagged that comment. Yes, Laxwy from Sweden. Always on my live streams, and that is greatly appreciated. So what goes on now? All those people milling around the car. They can change the tyres too on the cars, can't they, at this particular instance? I must admit, this is very hard work, talking.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm glad I got you there to throw a few comments in.
Yes, and to cut some stuff around and make this look a little interesting every now and then.
Yes.
I was actually just, for those watching, I was just lying back like this because I needed to chill. I have spent maybe, I think I spent 4 or 5 hours setting this up this afternoon. It was a pretty hefty setup. It did take us some time and we had some issues, but we got there in the end, and you just got another subscriber, which is cool. Subscribers are cool. Subscribers are different to members, though.
They are.
They are.
But let's have a look at how many subscribers there are at the moment.
Yes.
Pit stops. Who's pit stops? mentioned me in their story. I hope you follow me on Instagram as well too. What's this a picture of? Oh, somebody sent a picture of them. Thank you for that. Are you showing the race live? No, we are not, Finn. We can't do that. That will get us in all sorts of problems with the FIA. You can't just go reproducing television signals for your own commercial benefit. No, they don't look too kindly on that, as you can well imagine. TV networks spend an absolute mozza to get that telecast. Arun, hi Kim, hi Tyler.
Yes,
hello,
hi Arun. How are you this evening?
Oh, that's your friend from Indonesia.
Arun
She's
is
a
a
little
regular around these
graphics
parts.
girl.
She's fantastic. We haven't seen her in a while though.
Yeah, and I see Art Kedia was up there a little while
Was he? I
earlier.
didn't see him. Didn't say hi.
Bloody
Now,
Art Kedia, lovely fellow.
Paul wants to know why there's a car in the living room.
Yeah, and Dennis Campbell. Dennis Campbell had a live chat. Thank you,
With
Dennis.
a super chat. Dennis Campbell with a super chat.
Yeah,
And
of
here it
course.
is on the screen.
Enjoy the race, mate. If we ever get started back up, cheers. We could be going until another 3 hours.
Yes.
The way things are going here.
It's very exciting.
Gotta love the Tuscan Grand Prix. Yeah. Charles Leclerc on screen at the moment. Of course, you people are 20 seconds ahead of me. But anyway, that's what happens on the internet. Reminds me a little bit of a movie called The Sting, which you may have seen, where it's all about a gambling scam where they delay the call of a race so that they can get their bet on after the horse that wins passes the post. It's called pass posting. And that's a bit like it here, yeah. Kim, you sitting comfortably there? Got popcorn, says Macedo 10. No, I don't need any more crap. I feel like Giovinazzi caused that. Should have came in a little bit slower behind the pack. But yeah, but he was blinded. He thought everyone had taken off. What are those blue things on their neck?
What blue things?
Somebody answer me that. What are the blue sticky things on the drivers' necks?
That's rock tape or some
What does
sort
that
of
do?
taping for their, it's physiotherapy
Yes.
tape.
But why would they have it on their neck?
Because
Anyway.
their neck goes through quite a lot of strain when they're driving those
I
cars.
can't see a bit of tape like that doing much. But anyway, Lance Stroll is putting his kit back on. I'm just moving around on this couch. It's not very comfortable. We have to rethink this, I think.
Yeah, I don't know where else we could really do it from though.
Yeah, there are some 500 fans in the stadium, just invited guests of Ferrari for this race. And they'll be pretty happy because they're getting a great look at the race. I should probably go and put this back since I've got this on my ear. I'm going back on the Formula One app because you do get a little bit of advance notice on that. Can someone sum up the race? I just came now. Okay, AJ, we got started and Max Verstappen just went backwards through the field very quickly, and it came to, or is it about turn 3 or 4, and I'm just watching it now, thankfully, so I can give you a run by run, blow by blow. And okay, so that's Giovinazzi, was it? No, that was one of the Alphas went up the back of Max Verstappen because he was going so bloody slowly, and that ended up with Gasly being cleaned up as well. So Gasly and Verstappen were the first two out. They had safety car for 5 or 6 laps, and then we had the incident where the back markers thought the front markers had gone and taken off, so they put their foot down, but of course the cars in front hadn't gone, and they were going considerably slower speed, and we lost Latifi, Magnussen, Giovinazzi, and Carlos
And you're right there?
Sainz. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know how these commentators, I guess with the commentators, there's 3 or 4 of them in the box. They get a bloody break.
Yes, you do listen to them though, and they're very impressive. The speed at which they talk and the knowledge
Yes.
that they have is
Yes.
immense.
Well, I think they get paid a considerable amount of money to know all that stuff, and they do a great job.
They do. They
And
most certainly do.
I had a chat with David Croft in the Dallas Airport Lounge last year. He was coming in it was in the same lounge. He came from a different flight because I'd come from somewhere else. Oh boy, that was a high-speed crash, wasn't it? That one with Giovinazzi running into the back of Magnuson, and if you haven't seen this yet, it's a blinder. Thankfully, nobody hurt. How do you reply to comments, Dennis? Oh, I should read these questions before I actually mention them. If it's a standing start again, there's a high chance Bottas would lose the lead. Well, I think we are going to have a standing start. I did last week.
Someone said that.
Yeah, we did last week.
I think someone said there was a standing start.
Yeah.
Someone might have to confirm that though.
Excuse me, drinking on screen, but
don't worry.
One does have to. In fact, you're going to have to fill this up in a minute. Perhaps you could text your mother and get her to come out and do it for us, or just decant this one here, Tyler, into this one. Take that one. Yeah, that would be great.
That
All happening off screen.
Here, nope. We're going to do it on screen. Watch this, guys. Ready?
Cassie Probe has joined the chat. What a race. I wanted to watch the start, but wow. Yes, Cassie from Deutschland. It's just been crazy. They're going to play this crash forever. The one on the straight where the back markers ran up the front marker's ass. Yeah. No more boom, please now. We want race, not crash testing, says Kartikeya Gupta. A race to remember, definitely Spadino. Thank you, mate. Oh, boy.
5 minutes until restart, apparently. 5 minutes.
Yeah. I might have a little lie down till then. Thank you, my friends, for joining us. We're up to 230 now. Not bad first effort. No timing I can give you. I really quite like the wide shot, Tyler. With all the lighting and
fantastic. I think it's great. I think it makes the whole thing a lot better.
Just go to that. Yeah, you're on that wide shot now.
Wide.
You'll see in my garage to my left here. I've got a little bit hard to see because it's not that well lit, but
no,
I've got large canvas pictures of mine, and I've had them stretched over wood. You can actually get canvas prints of mine by heading to KymIllman.com. KymIllman.com is where you can pick up my canvas prints, and there's actually and if you don't want a canvas print, at the very least you'll want one of these if you're a George Russell fan, or if you're not a fan of George, perhaps you're a fan of this man, Fernando, as a Spaniard, or if you don't like that Spaniard, maybe that Spaniard there is more to your liking. These are photo books. They're bloody excellent, and you'll notice that these are not printed on paper. This is card. You could bend it, but it's very difficult. So there's 25 amazing pictures of each driver in these F1 driver photo books. They're 89 Australian dollars plus delivery. For the paperback, a little bit more for the hardcover. I'm going to recommend them to you. They are absolutely flying. At the moment, my most popular, Daniel Ricciardo. Second, Charles Leclerc. Lewis Hamilton is third. That's not the race stats, that's my book stats. And Pierre Gasly, a bit of a run on him last week after his big result in... Where were we? Monza. We were.
Now, you have another super chat, Kym.
Ocon out. Ocon's not out.
Is he?
Why? Somebody said Ocon's out. Super chat, I really... Rajat Sharma. Best chance for Ricciardo for podium. Absolutely my favourite driver. Yeah, he's a funny guy, isn't he? What is he now? He's sitting in 6th. Can he get a podium?
It'd be nice to see.
I know his parents will be watching tonight. Here in Perth, not 10 kilometres. No, it wouldn't even be 10, but yeah, 8 kilometres from us. They'll be watching with great excitement. So thank you, Rajat, and I hope you do see a reward for your time invested. So it looks like they're getting ready to start shortly, heading back out. Ocon has withdrawn. Grid closed. I don't know.
What's going on?
Maybe he just didn't want to keep going. I don't know. Esteban, what has happened there? Right, I'm going to see if I can find out here. Of course, those of you who are watching this will already know this, but there'll be some people who don't have access to this information who are relying on me, sorry about making that, to pass on this info. So let's have a look.
Meantime, I have another full bottle of water.
Yeah. Thank you, mate.
Not a problem.
It has been chaotic, this race, hasn't it? And exciting.
8 cars out. 8. Far out.
So we have
40%.
13 cars.
8.
What?
Oh, is there 21 cars?
No, but you've got Ocon out.
20 minus 8 would be
What?
12.
You got 14 there on the screen,
Well,
and you've got to
I'm
lose
reading
Ocon.
8 cars out from AJ. AJ says 8 cars are out of the race.
Okay, well, he's probably listening to this, and I'm not.
Right, which
So
means...
12 left. So Ocon's gone. Who's the other one?
I don't know, but that means we've only got 60% of the grid who started.
George Russell's in 10th. Ocon's been withdrawn. Oh, he's got an overheated rear left.
Oh, golly, that doesn't sound too good.
Oh, my gosh.
What's going on? What's going on? I'm getting all sorts of different numbers. I'm getting 12,
Yeah, but-
7, 6.
But because the car was stationary, that caused a problem with Ocon's car.
What?
Just about everybody who's left is going to score points. George Russell.
George Russell. Maybe on the points card this week. That's his first time, right?
I think
That'll be
so.
his first time. How
Yeah.
exciting for the fella.
Here we go with another start. The cars are about to head out of the grid.
I'm going to stand up so I can see it because I can't see anything from where I'm sat.
Lando Norris's wheels are heating up. He needs fans on his car, he's saying. So that's interesting. There is a long way to go in the race.
Bailey says that this is better than BBC 5 Live.
What's that? It's better.
Bailey said that this stream is better than BBC.
Well,
5
Bailey, I'm
Live.
listening to BBC 5 Live in my ear. Yeah, so I'm getting some advance warning there. And we're up to 252
Still got.
beautiful people from around the world.
How fantastic.
Okay, quickly, people. Some of you have not sent in a photo of you watching. I want to see what you look like. That would be great. You've got to send it to info@KymIllman.com. It's on your screen now.
It will be
on your screen now. Cars are heading out. Okay, Russell's out. George Russell's out.
What for?
He's out.
What for?
I don't know. You tell me. He's out. He's going out on the track there, but it says out.
Chat, please tell us what is going on. We have almost no idea what's going on. We can't really
Lando
watch
didn't
the
change
race
his
that well.
tyres. Look, out. Russell, out.
What?
Ocon retired, Latifi retired, Magnussen stopped, Gio stopped, Sainz, Verstappen, Gasly. My gosh.
Luke said something that's made me laugh. He said, "You guys are watching a race, but Kim, Tyler, and I are watching a demolition derby."
Yeah. What? He's not out. It says
What is
out here.
going
What is this? I can see him on the track. Why have they said out? Oh. Kim, I got to watch Valtteri get this restart, says Dennis Campbell. Cheers, mate. Love this. Let's do it again. Well, we might do it next week, but we need 500 people next week if we're going to do this again, because I've got Tyler, he's been working on this for hours. I've got beautiful Nichols over here who's been doing my graphics. Make sure Nichols gets a drink too. Yeah. And at some point, I'm going to, because this is going way too long, and I've only, part of my agreement is I can only do 3 hours. So at 3 hours, Nichols is going to have to sit in here and do the rest of the live stream.
Or we can trade. We can trade, and you can do my job.
Well, that's just pressing a cutting button.
Oh
That's
yes,
not
that's
terribly
all
difficult.
it is. Go on.
Try doing
Nichols
mine,
is just
says
over here.
Nichols.
Nichols, come stand just here for us and come say hi. Hold on, over here, because there's no light
so we
there.
can see him and cut to the wide.
Yeah.
Now, Nichols is from Colombia.
He is.
From Bogota, yes? They had some riots there today, or some demonstrations I was reading, yeah. So info@KymIllman.com is where you send a photo of yourself. I want to see what you look like.
Yes, and Kim, please set yourself up. Do you want me to move the camera because you continue to slouch? Would you like me to reframe that shot?
Yeah,
for
just
you?
reflame that shot, please.
Flame it. I'm going to flame it up, fellas.
Albin has been told to avoid one side of the track. Look, Hamilton's front wheels are smoking. They're in a bit of trouble. He gets a better start than Bottas. He's behind Bottas. I'm going to have to wait and watch this. Bottas has got past outside. Unbelievable. Bottas gets past.
Hold on, what?
Bottas has been passed.
Has been passed.
Has been passed. Look at those.
Albon's
back to 7th.
Who's passed?
Hamilton's got to the start. Hamilton got to the front. I'm going to see it in a second now. A great move from Hamilton. Oh,
let's hope we can get all the way through this lap.
Here we go.
Eh?
Here we go. Hamilton goes around the outside in this. Oh, we're watching it now. You'll just have to allow me to see what's going on here. Bloody hell.
Oh, wow. Bit of a move.
Albon has had a shocker. He's gone from 4th back down to 7th.
And Leclerc's in 3rd?
Leclerc, Stroll, Perez, Ricciardo still 6th, though.
So that would make us Hamilton, Bottas, Leclerc. Right, would you mind updating that for us, Nichols?
Yes, of course, we've got our man Nichols having to now do the new updated top 3 that'll sit on your screen. So we're now gone 10 laps and we have another 50 to go, 49 to go, but I think the time factor might come into this. Excuse me, having a drink.
It's okay. The time factor?
I will have the drink. I will have the drink. Alex Swimmer, thanks for my photo, by the way. It was Lando, was it? But must have been in testing them because here he is, young fella from, where are you from, mate? UK. Your email address gives it away. So thank you very much and well done, Alex Swimmer. And interestingly enough, that my audience on Instagram is 90% males, 10% females, and yet, sorry, on YouTube it's 90% males. On Instagram, it is 74% males. Oh, this has been a very interesting little evening for me. Afternoon for you if you're in Europe. Good to see we've got a few Australians joining the stream tonight. What are we up to? 226. It fluctuates. 1.5 hour time limit is surely possible. Hi Kim, says Adhay. Hello to you, mate. So now we've had a couple of laps. Isn't that exciting? Look at the smoke that was coming off Lewis Hamilton's tyres on the line, but it did him absolutely no harm because he ended up going very easily around Valtteri Bottas. Now, I don't know why. If you want to jump to the head of queue and get your question or your comments noted, head to Super Chat. And if you want to join up as a member, you'll get emojis, you'll get wallpapers.
Yes, so based on it's a levels system, so different levels offer different tiers.
Yep.
Now, two of the levels offer a monthly wallpaper that Kim will upload every month, and depending on your level that you subscribe at or become a member at, join at, what would be the terminology for that?
Or depending on your status.
Sure. Status, we'll go with that. You get a certain number of wallpapers, both for desktop and phone. And those who have already become members will notice that inside of the community section on Kim's page, there are some wallpapers there for you already.
What about Joel Mitchell watching us from New Zealand? It's 2 a.m. Joel stayed up all night, and you've got another hour to go, I'd say, at least. 3 o'clock. America in Los Angeles, it's 7 a.m., 7 a.m.-ish. Yeah, 10 a.m. in New York. I don't think we've got any Americans. Hang on, stand by, Rampant Fury 925. This may be the craziest race since the 05 US GP. I'll tell you what, last week was pretty crazy. Hockenheim was pretty crazy, but yeah, you could well be right, mate. I'm with you there, Rampant Fury. Danny Rick's camera is not working. Is that right? What have you... Oh. Rightio. It's 10 o'clock in the Philippines. Shaggy Rogers. Shaggy, have you sent your photo in? You haven't sent your photo in, Shaggy. You got to send your photo in, especially the members. Please send your photos in.
Please.
I may use them somehow going down the track.
Unintended.
Yeah. Okay, fastest lap, Lewis Hamilton. Oh yeah, I can see why. I can see why you say Ricardo's camera's bugged. Rightio. Because you've got a 20-second advantage. Anyway, so thank you very much for alerting us to that. It is 12 a.m. in Australia and Victoria, of course, the COVID capital of Australia. I see you had some restrictions lifted in Victoria tonight, which is great news. There needs to be a whole lot more, but Petra Davis, watching from Iowa in the USA. So, how are we going here? Hamilton. Let's go back here. Hamilton is a 2.5 seconds to Bottas, 5.5 seconds to Leclerc. Stroll's nearly a second or so behind Leclerc. Perez is 1.5 behind Stroll. And Daniel's 0.5 second. So that's where we're at. Now Vettel got past Grosjean at the back of the field. So Vettel is now no longer last of the runners. But he's a heck of a long way from the front. And he'll be lapped at some point without a doubt. Who's on the march here? Anyone? It's turned into a bit of a procession now.
You've got an email from someone watching from Canada. I just saw it pop up on my computer.
Yes. It's just a computer, though. We don't want to see computers. We want to see your noggin. Show us your face. We want to see what you look like to get a feel for the people who have joined us here on the internet tonight to watch this crash, bang, wallop event. And why isn't my other son out here watching? He should be watching. I like
it upstairs.
Is he?
I'm not sure, I think.
Russell for points.
Russell for points.
Yes, now we're just going business as usual now. What time will we have our first pit stops? When are they due?
How long has the race been going for?
It's 56 minutes.
We've been streaming for an hour and a half and we're what, 12 laps in?
14.
14 laps
14.
in.
It's going to be a...
Holy moly, it's going to be a long one.
Yeah. What's not on Amir on 144 hertz? Just putting eyes.
Eyes.
Right, enough of that. Your scarf is Belair. What's that? Is that a trendy term? Baller? What is that?
Baller? I'm not sure. I couldn't.
Shaggy Rogers. This is a nice one. It's a nice Louis, I think. Danny Rick is flying, damn, is he? Let's have a look here. Danny Rick. Oh yeah, he got Perez. He's in 5th spot now. I missed that. What was I doing?
There's a lot going on.
1.2 seconds away from Stroll is Danny Rick. Oh, there's a replay now I'm looking at of Perez being overtaken by Daniel Ricciardo.
What time is it here, Kendrick? It's 10 past 10. 10 past 10 here in Western Australia.
Yeah. Quite a nice time. And in a second, Tyler, you're going to see a move here of Stroll trying to overtake Leclerc. So we're getting an advance warning from what I'm listening to in my ear, which is nice.
It's very difficult for me to see it through this monitor that I'm looking at. I have to stand up to see it.
Yeah, well, you should cut. When you speak, you should cut to you.
I should cut, but
yeah,
I find myself not speaking for that long.
Yeah, we should always cut. That's the job of the producer. Right. So I'm still waiting for this move. Okay, yeah, there's the move there. He's tried to get around Leclerc. Okay.
All right, how exciting.
So can Leclerc get a podium for Ferrari in their 1000th race. He's got to hang on there because I think he's a long way off getting Bottas, but he's got Stroll right up his clacker. Anything could happen for young Charles Leclerc, who goes out with Charlotte Sinet. She features in my Wives and Girlfriends video, which is a really interesting video. I did a fair bit of research into this one and got probably, I think, 8 of the wives and girlfriends to both give me pictures and give me some information, including on how they met. Some interesting stories there. What's the most interesting one? I can't remember now. I remember that Carola Perez met her husband, Sergio, in a disco in somewhere in Spain. Pretty sure. Or Mexico? Yeah, Mexico. And something will come to me later about one of the other stories I thought was rather interesting. Oh, rightio. So Ricardo, can he take Stroll? Not close enough yet. Can Stroll take... Oh, actually, yeah, okay. Well, there's Albon. Albon closing up on Perez. He got a horror start, Albon. Ended up going backwards to about 8th. Norris is in 8th now. Kvyat 9th. George Russell in 10th. He could score points. But Vettel's managed to overtake Raikkonen, and I would suggest may end up getting George Russell. We'll watch that with great eagerness. I must say this is a real level of difficulty, this listening, watching, talking.
Yes.
If you could say something, Tyler.
I was actually just about to fix my camera angle because I don't have very much headroom, but I guess I can chat. How is everyone? How is everyone? Kym is not as good as I am at this whole talking thing.
Yeah. Somebody says, lucky you didn't have to do a WAGs video when David Coulthard was still driving. He had a different lady every weekend. Bit of a tearaway, David. Very smooth looking man too, always looks magnificent at the track when he's commentating. And still very popular with fans, men and women, at the track. Danny Rick, 3rd place in the bag for him this week, says Jace. Is that Illman? Illman? Jace, do you know him?
The Jill man, I think we're looking for.
Jace Illman. Jace, could you quickly come out here and just bring us out that guitar that you got today? My son is an avid guitarist.
And some chocolate, please.
And Daniel has DRS on Leclerc. He's got 4th. He's got 4th. Well done, Daniel.
Daniel 4th.
He's got 4th.
I'm just... I'm relying on everyone else because I am looking directly at a monitor here and I have to see anything going on. Now, what about Leclerc's now back to 5th and Stroll is in 3rd.
Stroll? Yeah. Stroll is now
right
in a podium position. You better change that on your little list there.
Yeah. That's not live, by the way.
Okay.
This is my preview cam.
And then we probably need to get a slide ready for Daniel being 3rd, because it looks like he's going to definitely come home 3rd, I say. This is a drink bottle from my son's old school Hale.
Danny Rick is not in 3rd. We got Perez, did you say?
And that's the overtake just there that there's a delay, I think probably in the order of 20 seconds between what we are and what I'm hearing here on the F1 app and what I'm seeing on the Australian telecast, which is very handy if you're a betting person and you're with some guys and you know what's going on. You can always say, oh, I reckon I'll have 20 on that bloke doing this, and someone will say, I'll take that bet, and of course you know what's happened. All past posting. It's 30 degrees at the moment in Mugello. Leclerc's in now 6th position. Albon's got him. That's incredible. God. He's just going backwards. The way he's going, Vettel's going to pass him. Poor Charles. He's had a bit of a shitful season, hasn't he?
Now off to Kym's right. But to chat's left is our current driver lineup with Lewis in first, Bottas in second, and Stroll in third.
Right, we need to give away another download.
I was thinking that.
Let's do this thing. Let's give one of you a free download of one of my images from prostarpics.com. Go to prostarpics.com and use this promo code. If you're the first person to use this promo code that comes up on your screen, you will get one download of your choice.
Here comes the code.
So,
right now.
Thank you very much. You got
I
the
did
wrong.
put Checo.
You got the wrong 1/3, Nichols.
No, that was me. That was me.
Tyler. Right. Well, Tyler has to apologise for getting that wrong. False alarm. Perez is actually 6th because he's overtaken Leclerc as well. Leclerc is 7th. He's going rapidly backwards, and he's a second away from Norris overtaking him.
That was had the layers on top of each other, but I couldn't see the other one because it's a Photoshop file. That is.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's happened to the Ferrari of Leclerc? AirPods, LV Scarf, MacBook Pro in space grey really is a baller. What's a baller?
Man's a flexer. Straight flexing on you.
Love your hair, Tyler, says Dive Bomb Landmark. Leclerc pitted onto hards. Is that why? Oh, he's in the pit now. Rightio, okay. So thank you, people, because your telecast is much better than mine. You're seeing it a lot earlier than we are. Obviously, you're in Europe. Perhaps the signal doesn't have to travel quite as far as it does to get to us. Leclerc pitting for hard, so he'll, I guess, is going to go to the end of the race on those tyres. Whoever is that code first on ProStar Picks? Let's have a look. Someone's already claimed it. Someone's already claimed it. Let's have a look who it is. It is Luke Di Bardino, and I want to see which picture Luke has taken. Yes, it's just been confirmed that Leclerc will be going to the end of the Grand Prix. What's wrong with my internet here at the moment? Here we go. Oh, okay. That looks like Melbourne at first glance. Yeah, that's Sebastian Vettel coming around turn 2 during one of the practice sessions, and I can tell it's practice because, as you can see up here, there is not a full grandstand, and there would be for the race. Now, I did see here another. Adrian Vinci has sent in a picture. A lovely Adrian. Remember, you can now join as a Kym Illman YouTube member. It pays my bills. Adrian is saving up for a haircut and a beard trim. So if we could all perhaps start a GoFundMe page for Adrian. Thank you, Adrian, for sending in that photo. He is one of our audio engineers at Messages on Hold Australia, and he has done a lot for my YouTube stuff when I was at the track. And I'll get back to the track at some point when COVID abates. So thank you very much, Adrian Vinci. And Leo Savage, love watching along as my company tonight is Lights Out from Brisbane. So are you watching on your phone in bed? Is that what you're doing, Leo? Are you watching in bed? Because that's great. So we are looking at Ricardo, only a second and a bit behind Stroll. He's still got some work to do. It's a 3-car race for the 3rd place. Obviously, Perez is too far back, is he? Yeah. Hamilton's just got it all to himself out the front, and that's of really no interest to anyone now. I would be surprised if he gets too much, I don't think he will get too much airtime because it's such a boring thing. Him and Bottas just proceeding around the track as a procession, which is what we expected. But my prediction of 3rd place was wrong. So at some point towards the end of the race, I'll have to do a new... In fact, I might as well do that now. Yeah, I need to do it for... So you can go to my screen type.
I was going to say, do you want to talk people about this?
Yeah. So what happens here is I like to get a post up the moment they cross the line. So I go to this particular file and I'm going to find Daniel Ricciardo because I believe he will be my third place getter. Can you see Daniel Ricciardo there?
I can. Not from...
Jeez, why can't I find him? That is very tricky, Saints. There he is. I will drag him down to position 3. Now this is a file made by Nicole's over here. And I'll drag him over to this spot. As you can see, I've still got qualifying here. So I need to go down and change that from race to qualifying. 2020 Tuscan Grand Prix race. That's what I think is going to be our final 3. And I will now go and output this. And come the end of the race, I will whack this up. As the cars cross the line, I'll put Ham, Bot, Rick. Then I go over to this program here. And I click on Instaposts while we're still watching Ricciardo a second away from Stroll. He will have DRS, will he, this lap? I think so. Right, I need to go over here and go to Instaposts. Excuse me. We are on lap 24 of 59. Not even halfway, and my gosh, we've been going an hour and 10 minutes.
No, hour and 40.
How you get an hour and 40? You started at 9:10. It's 20 past 10, isn't it?
We've been streaming for much longer than
that, though,
yes,
haven't
we?
Of course, yes, but the race. Right. So this is my post. Bang, bang. I go over here and I pick up all this pre-recorded stuff, which I've noticed. Oh. Back here. What's my caption for this? I'll put across the line in the Tuscan GP. Put all that there. I'll hashtag Lewis Hamilton, hashtag Valtteri Bottas, hashtag Daniel Ricciardo. There we go. And that will be good enough for that. And then I will go and save that as a draft. Save as a draft. Right, so that's in my drafts. So in the event that what I think happens, I just got to simply hit one button. So getting back here, we are now under a second difference between Ricciardo and Stroll. He's 0.8 of a second away and very close to claiming third place. And I know that his parents will be absolutely thrilled, as any parent of a driver who achieves. And really, he's not going to, well, he'd be unlikely to win, wouldn't he? But certainly a third place would be a great result for Daniel in the car that he's in the season that he's had. Leclerc is last, but attempting to attack Romain Grosjean, not physically, but obviously overtaking him is his game. 25 of 59 laps. Let's go back to your comments because it's a little bit stayed at the moment. Right. Did you have my screen on when I was doing all that?
I had it for portions of it.
Yes, good.
Just to make sure you weren't going to show anything you shouldn't show.
Yeah, okay, so now I have to go back and find. There we go.
I want to double check one thing. That is working. Good news. The camera died, so I had to do some stuff to it real quick.
Good work.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Ricciardo was very close to getting Stroll, I'd say.
Very interesting. Oh, our coverage is cut out.
Why?
I don't know. That probably.
Yeah, but I can't even get. Have we jammed up there too?
No, I think we're fine here.
Yeah, well, I can't see the feed, so I can't see anyone's questions.
I can see the feed though.
Oh, sorry.
I can ask some questions.
Yeah, good.
I'll have a quick look through here real quick.
Right, you do that. I'm going to have a drink. Yes, I've lost my feed here. Of course, we're all subject to the vagaries of the internet.
Not many questions here.
Are there any statements?
There are a number of statements. Some questions about Norris's position. Where is Norris? I don't know if you can get any.
Oh, I can tell you, Norris
on that.
is in 7th.
Norris is in 7th.
Yes.
Norris is in 7th. Yes. I don't know why.
He's a second and a half behind Mr. Perez.
Ricardo's switching to mediums, apparently. Oh, that was interesting. Someone's come through the door.
I'm disappointed we've lost.
Oh, it's Jace.
Hello, Jace.
Ricardo is going to go to 3rd. Good pit stop, new tyres. Good pit stop, new tyres is going to 3rd, apparently. You heard it here first.
Well, we've got our screen back on here. Norris is into 5th position. Norris has overtaken Perez.
So would that put him 6th?
We'll get to see that on our telecast in just a moment. And Tyler, I'm still not getting anything here with the questions.
Anything? Can I have a look?
I'm going to try a different search engine.
Is that out? Nichols has just showed me a live thing with Ricardo in 7th place. Apparently,
he's pitted.
Oh, of course.
But unfortunately, our internet is atrocious at the moment.
Yeah, it's because I'm gobbling it all up with my 5,000 kilobits a second upload from this stream, so probably gobbling it a bit.
Grosjean is in 13th position, but that is last. And he's 1 position behind Leclerc. Oh no, here we go. Some indecision there on somebody boxing.
Ooh.
Here we go. I've got my feedback. Thank you, people. Mum said it's my turn on the podium, says Shaggy Rogers. Kimmy's pit stop was 12.9 seconds. That's a horror. Now he's last, and he's over a lap down, as Grosjean is, and Vettel is very close to being lapped. He's 75 seconds away from Hamilton. Excuse me, and our bloody signals lost on television. So, Jace, could you bring us in your guitar, please, and show? And we're now down to 175 watching.
Now, Luke, I saw you ask us what coverage we're watching. We watch it through KO, which I'm pretty sure is the Fox coverage.
Yeah, but it's Sky. It's Sky.
Oh, it is
British
Sky, is it? Okay, right. Yeah, so it is Sky. And also, I think I saw someone here ask if I take photos. And yes, I do. I've actually been to a few races with Kym.
Yeah, well, make sure you're on screen when you're answering.
I just did that.
Here, Jesse. I don't know whether any of you are guitar aficionados, but this is a new piece of kit for my youngest son. I can play a couple of chords on the guitar. I'm a much better pianist.
Play us a tune, Kym.
I can only play that, and
Let's see Smoke on the Water.
Very nice. Let's get back to these lovely people who have joined us for this.
Yes, let's do it.
Watchalong. We have now got Hamilton, Bottas, Albon in 3rd position. Stroll's in the pits. Ricardo has got clear air, so he can go. Yep, he can make up some valuable time now. But he does have a... Yeah, okay. We've still got 13 runners, having started with 20. And if you've just joined us, you missed the most amazing start to the race, where we had a couple out in the first half the lap, and then on the restart lost another 4 in spectacular circumstances. So now we have Stroll in the pits. Now let's have a look here.
Joel asked a question about...
Bottas is in the pit.
Bottas is in the pit. Joel asked a question about how long you've been doing this for, this F1 stuff for.
I've been doing photography of F1 for 3 full years and 1 Thursday of this year, because only 20 or so photographers are allowed at these closed races, and they have very strict rules. They can't hang around the paddock. They've got some guys that just do the team. They can only go to their team garage. They can't go to anywhere else. And then there's 10 of those in the paddock, 1 for each team, and then you have the other guys who are out on track, and they can't actually meet at the track. They've got to keep separated. But yes, I started in 2016. No, 2016 I went to Abu Dhabi as a guest of Red Bull and just really fell in love with the whole sport. I've been before, but never actually got down into the garage and listened to Daniel talk to his engineer. And that sort of kicked me off, and then I got accredited for the next year, and I've done 3 full years, only missing 4 races in the 3 years. And obviously this year, a write-off, absolute write-off, unfortunately. What lens do I use on the track, says Shaggy? I use a variety. Anything from, just a variety. 600 is my longest. My shortest is 11 to 24, and all sorts of stuff in between. Do you think Vettel would win the 2017 title? Did you think Vettel would win? No, I didn't think that at all. Daniel is going to get either P2 or 3, calling it. I don't. Henry Velkovsky says, do I drink Red Bull? But Henry is... he sent me a bloody text message, Buggy. You're supposed to be on this thing here, Henry. I'll show you a picture of Henry Velkovsky. He's a very... This is him and his boyfriend. Guy. These boys are carried. This is his daughter. Henry is a very funny man. He is the Red Bull agent here in Western Australia. He sells that poison drink to people, and he makes a few dollars out of it. And one of my great moments with Henry was when he saw his idol Federica Mazzolin in the paddock at Singapore, and nothing would do but he get a photo with her, and I was on hand, so I was happy to comply with his request to take his photo. So Henry, Red Bull, yes, I did actually drink a whole can once at a Grand Prix because I was so thirsty and it was so hot. But anyway, getting back to the race, we have Hamilton, Bottas, Stroll, Albon, Ricciardo, and I'm just seeing Ricciardo's pit stop here. Was it a quickie? It was okay. 2.4, yeah, that's fair.
Just quickly restart the coverage.
Okay, you do that. So thank you to all of you for hanging around, and this has gone extra long, hasn't it? I didn't think we would be...
Extra long.
Yeah, I didn't think we would be here
2 hours long.
Luke Burt. Bacon, oh my God. Go Russell, oh my God. What's going on here? Have I missed something?
Ricciardo is third.
Is he?
Ricciardo's third.
Right. He got Stroll.
Ricciardo is third. Did Stroll pit, or did we miss something? What's happening?
That was pitting. That was pitting. Yes, I'm listing here. Charles Leclerc is 8th. Norris is 7th.
Someone just said Leclerc's 7th.
What is my favourite track to go to? Kendrick. Monaco is my favourite track. I quite love it. I must admit, every time we do these live streams, we get favourite track, favourite driver, how did you get a job in F1? Is there another question that I get asked often? How long have you been doing this? So yes, they are the regular questions. And here is Kimi Räikkönen dicing with Roman Grosjean, and he overtakes him. So Grosjean is last. Vettel third last of the existing runners, and there's only 13 runners left out on track on what is a beautiful looking track. See that PokerStars sports signs when it comes around again. that PokerStars sign is not there. If you were at the track, you would not see that. I'm almost certain that is a digital sign, and it happens at most races where they have a digital sign, which they can, I imagine, and I can't confirm this, but I imagine they can change from country to country.
Oh yes, I'm sure.
Because it is digital. So some countries wouldn't allow the advertising of gambling. So for those countries, they can't run that ad. Now that's interesting there, Tyler.
What is it?
My telecast was in advance of this.
But now it's not?
Oh.
Because I just refreshed it. You know how we kept getting those?
Yeah.
Every time it cuts out, it doesn't go back from live. It goes from where it cut out. So we keep getting further and further delay. That's why I decided I'd cut it and get us back into it.
You need to do that more often.
Right.
Because I now think...
if you do that with your phone, you'll find that it'll do the same thing.
Right, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put it into airplane mode. And now take it out of airplane mode. Flight mode. And see if we can get...
Close the app.
Close it down?
Close the app, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to close the app, people. Stand by while I close the app. Hey Kym, any news on the US Grand Prix for 2021? No news whatsoever, I'm afraid. Willie Dowdy, would you love to have Sepang return to the F1 calendar someday? Someone asked that the other day too. I would like it because it's close to Perth, which would be nice, but I didn't much like the heat, and I didn't much like the track, except for one corner. Oh no, two shots I quite like. The one with the flag behind it, and I'll show you this while that's locking up. I quite liked, what is this, Malaysia? Take me a second. Take a second longer than I thought. Forgive me. Do tap dance, Tyler, or something.
Tap dance.
You got my screen on here, right?
We can show the wide shot. This is why we have it, to cut to when things get not so interesting.
Yeah.
Because it's a very interesting shot.
Okay. This was the second shot I was going to mention, but I love this with the greenery behind. And my good friend Clive Mason from Getty Images took a shot on a rainy day where all of this was spray. Oh, it's so pretty, so pretty. But the shot that I liked was the one with the flag behind it, which I think was on day one. And for most of the time I can remember where and when I took shots, but clearly I've let the team down here. But anyway, the one with the flag behind it in Malaysia was good, so get rid of that. And we're going to go back here to find that Hamilton, Bottas, Ricciardo. That's your top three. So I'm picking that is going to be the finishing order, even though we still have another 22 laps of this. They must surely have to do the time thing where we finish at a certain time, because otherwise it'll go on forever the way things are going here.
Yes. Now, I was thinking, shall we, in this lull,
yes,
shall we pop out
yes.
another code for everyone
yes.
to use? Keep it interesting. Keep it spicy. Now, I'll cut to that right about now.
Who's going to be the first to go to prostarpics.com, find a photo that they love, and download the high res? Pick the high res file for personal use. High res, personal use. Don't pick editorial because it won't work. And we will see very quickly who it is. Now, in the interim, did that... Oh, this was before.
Must have been an older code.
Yeah.
Oi, 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 oi.
All right, I'm waiting for someone to send me through another picture of them wherever they are in the world.
Yes. I would pop up that email, but I don't think I can at the moment.
I feel like Kym's live watching is more entertaining than the race. Well, there's just so much going on with computers and televisions and audio feeds.
Again, this
Leclerc's pitting
frame.
again. He is.
A second pit stop.
Yep.
Deuce stopper.
There he goes. Pardon me. He's going into the pits now on my screen. So you have done a good job there, Tyler, by resetting that, because our gap is now significantly less.
Less, yes.
So Vettel is going to do a 2-stopper.
That should be interesting.
This track looks really beautiful. I've never been to this track, but I think it looks great. There's a nice... it looks compact too. If you have a look at on your screen here, no, just there.
Off to your right.
There.
Off to your right.
Just
up,
there.
Up.
Yeah, just there.
Oh, that is the track.
You see how compact it is. Whereas if you look at something like Baku or Canada, they're very long tracks. So to get from one end to the other takes forever. Baku is very tricky. If you go up to the castle, the old section, to shoot, which is a great spot to shoot, but you have to devote the whole session there, because you will not be able to get back. You could get back, but to get back to the paddock, you would lose a lot of time. So people don't tend to go up there and come back terribly quickly. Rightio, so we are now in an interesting situation here where Mr. Ricciardo is into third position, and realistically he can't get second, and there's no chance of first unless something drastic happens up there. So we're in a situation now where they're just going to parade around like that, I imagine, until the end. But of course, you never know. Something exciting could happen in the last few laps, tyres, etc. We might get a situation like we had last week where Sainz was rapidly catching Pierre Gasly, but Pierre obviously lasted until the last second. Cheers to you, Pierre, for a great result. And thank you for allowing me to drink on screen. F1 needs to race in Norway, says Andrew. Apparently that is a fact. Norway. I've never been to Norway. I've never been to any of those countries high up in Europe. And if I did, I would like to go and see the Aurora Borealis. The lovely green lights in the sky, which maybe you could tell me, if you're from that part of the world, when would I go to see that? What month? Now, some of you, and there's 170 odd watching this, have not even made a comment, and also have not had 170 photos of you. So, not one person, but 170 photos come in. So I'd love to see a picture of you, where you are tonight. And thank you indeed for joining this live stream, which has gone way longer. I thought we'd be finished now and I could go to bed, but no, we're just going to have to keep going. But
yep,
as you can see on the left here, we have our top three with what looks like to be the finishing order. But still, let's not get overexcited at this stage. Anything could happen. But those 500 guests of Ferrari who have rolled up at the race today will be feeling very disappointed that they've got their two drivers in 10th and 11th positions. For a team that has such rich history and so much money, why are they down there? Who knows? And you've got Lance Stroll, who would end up on the podium again if something happens ahead of him. Certainly he's enjoyed a couple of good weeks and has outperformed his teammate, Mr. Perez, Sergio Perez.
Now, can you please check for me, has anyone used that code?
Oh,
Doesn't look
yes.
like they have.
Okay,
I've still got it up.
Yes, here we go. Here we go.
Ah, here we go.
Here we go. Who is it? Jay Treasure. Hello, Jay. Congratulations. I always like to see what picture a person takes when they go to the site. Oh, Daniel Ricciardo at Hockenheim with the spray coming off his tires.
Classic shot.
Classic.
The
Classic. I love that shot. I wish I'd taken that. I wish you got that opportunity every race, but I guess then it wouldn't be a classic shot. It would be just a normal shot. Oh, have you still got him back on? Let's go back to Adrian Vinci again. There he is.
It's Adrian.
Adrian, sitting on the couch. I always like to look around the background, see what they've got here.
Little dinosaur in the back.
Yeah, he looks like a hobbyist. He has a lovely voice, Adrian. Does a lot of work
He does.
in the messages
He does
on
have a
Whole
very good
Studios.
voice.
Yes, so
He's
I'm
a
now going to...
fantastic voice talent, in fact. And he's got a number of characters that he does.
Does he?
Yeah, you know, he does a few characters. He has a Singaporean character that he does.
You know La. Ark Kedia's from Singapore.
He is.
Aren't you, Ark? Funny man. Now, Laxwi. What's happened to Laxwi? Is he disappeared? And we need some more members and subscribers. Fellow 19-year-old says, hopefully Daniel gets P3, so Cyril will have to get a tattoo, of course. That is the deal.
Wait, what was
Cyril. Oh, Henry loves me. Henry, did you see that? Did you see that? Actually, let's FaceTime Henry. No, he's not answering, Henry. The bugger, he's frightened. He does love that Red Bull stuff, though. He's quite a party animal. And I can vouch for that. Somebody wants Albon P3, not Danny Rick. Darren Leong. Darren, where are you from? Leong. That sounds like a Singaporean or Malaysian name. So do you guys think the 2022 cars are going to provide more exciting racing? Oh, Sean HD, doesn't really matter what we think. We've got no idea, really. Does anybody have any idea? It's all speculation, isn't it? So where's the interest at the moment in this race? It's not at the front because there's just absolutely no interest in Lewis, because you know he's just going to win. I'm just going to check a couple of things here. It's always interesting to see what's going on. Oh, somebody's watching here. Look at that tie. Oh, there we are. Somebody's watching on...
Put it in front of your face.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, look at that.
Did that lock up?
Oh, that's on a sim. Yeah, they're sitting in a sim rig.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nothing better to do than listen to this. So thank you for that, my friend. And I'm going to now go back so I can work out what's going on. Listen to the F1 audio broadcast. Another crash.
Really?
Yeah, because you people here, Stroll's out. Okay, you guys know more than us. I think you're doing us a favour by telling us when we should look. Right. Holy shit, says Luke D. Berardino. See, oh, I've got to close down my app here because that was way too slow. Arabiata 2 sees Lance Stroll off, and that's a shame for Lance because he was heading for a good finish. So a couple now have come in for tyres, taking advantage of the safety car. Is there a safety car? There must be, surely, is there?
You would assume so.
Oh yeah, yellow flags at least. Hamilton, Bottas, Ricciardo, Albon 4th, Perez 5th, Norris 6th. Oh, it's just locked up nice and sharp too, which is nice. Pardon me, it looks like Lance is okay. His back wheel's rather nasty. Back into the car is very messy. Ricciardo's back in the pits, Albon's back in the pits. And our screen's locked up again. So a lot of them coming in. So we're now down to a dozen cars.
Nearly half. Nearly half of the original field that started.
Yeah. I'm just having a look back at some of these. Oh. Lance is just sitting in the car looking forward. Poor Lance. He was going so well. So he's got Bombardier on his helmet. That's a great Canadian company that makes, amongst other things, aircraft, Can-Ams, jet skis. I had a couple of their jet skis. What are they? What are they? No. Sea-Doo. Pretty sure that's Bombardier. Rightio. So Hamilton has pitted onto mediums. Bottas is on mediums. Where's Leclerc? Oh, he's at 8th. Vettel 10th.
I've made this little scene here, Kym. You can talk through the track.
Can I?
You can certainly try.
Well,
Shall I pop it up?
yeah. Tire failure, left rear. Left rear let go, apparently. Not driver error for Lance Stroll.
Hold on, what? Our audio's cut out apparently. But it's
No audio. No audio, no voice. Audio gone, Tyler. Tire failure, left rear. Sound is gone. Tyler,
What
sound is
happened
gone.
there?
What sound? Is it back?
Yeah, it's back. I don't know how that happened.
it
Sorry,
back?
guys.
And still saying no sound.
No. It's back. It's back. I can.
Oh,
it's
there's a
popping up
lag.
here. I know what happened.
Red flag. Red flag? Yeah, good. Red flag. No audio.
No, it's good. It's back now. It's just stream delay.
Yes, the sound is back, fellow 19-year-old. Thank you for that, people.
It was from the scene. It's because this scene that I just created didn't have our audio inputs in it.
Okay. Right, so you learnt a lesson?
Yes.
15 laps to go. That was a big crash of Lance's. Standing restart. Oh my gosh, our third
Again?
restart in 2 weeks. Oh, this is phenomenal. This is a good time to mention that these are great. 3 red flags in 2 races, yes. Lance Stroll's heading back to the paddock on the back of a motorcycle. There are 21 different driver books. I think my Nico Hulkenberg book is the best, just for the quality of photos in there, the fact that he was always so jolly with me, would happily pose and be silly, and I think that's what we want to see. A bit of personality in a photo. So you can get onto KymIllman.com and you can order them, and I'll deliver them almost anywhere in the world, all right? KymIllman.com, anywhere in the world except a few countries, and I don't know why. These are printed on demand, and some countries they just won't ship to, I guess because they have drama. Remember too that you can join as a member and get special things. Race suspended, cars will be lining up in pit lane while they tidy up the tyre barrier, because obviously once somebody hits that, they can't leave it in a state of disrepair because it makes it less efficient should somebody else plough into that area. That will result in more idle chit-chat. I would like to see more pictures of you people. Perhaps you could send them through. You.
Does anyone else have any questions for us to answer? Any questions? Anything you would like to know?
Or perhaps I'll start asking these people questions. Big thank you, Kym and Co, for doing this. Really enjoying it. Good on you. Thank you, definitely, Spadino. Such a weird race. Imagine Ferrari gets a head start because it's their 1000th Grand Prix, says Darren Leong. I want to know... what fascinates you about this sport? What do you really crave information about? That's my question. You tell me.
And what videos would you like Kym to do?
Yes.
What videos?
What I'm doing this week is Rich and Famous at the track. So talking about the likes of Beckham, movie stars, Mariah Carey singers, Lady Gaga, all that, and focusing on how they get invited, why they go, what's in it for them, what's in it for F1. So that's my next video. Now, we're looking for some some answers from you. Are you using Minecraft's background song as a background song right now?
No,
No.
we're using a. That would be funny though. We're using some stream beats. They're a thing from Harris Heller, who he released a bunch of songs that are copyright free for anyone who streams, which is very cool.
Somebody's interested in the history behind it and how much it has changed. Arcadia Race, the sheer speed and the mechanics. The speed is frightening, and more so, and none more so than at the bottom of Eau Rouge, where we stand about 3 meters from the cars. It is tremendous, the feeling you get when these cars race past you. And I'll admit that it makes me very nervous to stand down there, and I think during a race I did it for about 7 minutes, and that was more than enough.
Kym, Stroll's car's on fire, like Sweet says.
Is it?
Stroll's car is
Thank
apparently
you.
on fire.
Put the fire off. Well, we're going to see that in a second, because...
What's going on?
Well, thank you for this. I think you people are doing more for me than we are for you, because you're giving us a heads up because of our delay here. So maybe we need to reset this again, Ty. Stroll's car is on fire.
Hello, Ark, by the way. I saw you pop into chat. Good to see you. How are you today? Also, what was your question/statement about Top Gear and... What's the other one? What's the new Top Gear?
Grand
Tour, whatever it is. Something like that.
20 seconds ago, you probably would have seen Angela Cullen, who is Lewis Hamilton's physiotherapist. Now, I did a video on Angela that has had over 420,000 views. She has such a following. She and Britta are widely followed in the paddock, and people were certainly very interested in Angela's background. They're just saying that the marshals here at the track are more used to dealing with motorbikes, 2 wheels instead of 4. So okay, so now we're seeing the car on fire here. Gee, there's a hell of a lag. Yeah.
Holy moly!
Yeah, that's gonna go up. They're clueless. These poor buggers. Okay, yeah. Now I see what you're saying about the car being on fire. I tell you what, that's a hell of a danger there with fuel and fire.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a bit of a.
My golly.
Now I have been. I'm going to show you a photo because what was it? It was the Spanish GP. I'm not even sure I could find this photo quickly, but it was a few years back, 2 or 3 years ago, and it was during the race. And a car pulled off to the side of the track, and I was coming up and taking some photos of it, and the smell of it, with the this acrid smell, was awful, and I really thought it was quite dangerous, so I didn't stay too long. So when you've got a car like that that's really smoking, this one wasn't smoking anywhere near as much as that. So yeah, that was terrible to smell. So all the drivers are now out of the car, their cars. 12 cars left, and we have still 14 laps, I believe. Have a look. No, 13.
Yeah.
Left to go. Very little wind, and at this stage you got to think it's Hamilton, Bottas, Ricciardo, or could Bottas get Hamilton on the restart? Just cut my mic, Ty.
You're good.
So they're busily putting out Lance Stroll's car. That's going to need a major rebuild before our next race. Hey. Bit of tape going on to Grosjean's car. He's back in 12th position. Vettel in 10th. He's 2 places behind Leclerc. Russell is going to score points today if he finishes, I think. He's in 9th position.
Boy.
Yeah.
There's Gasly.
Gasly's out.
Gasly out. I can't see the bottom from here.
Oh no, he's not even on there.
He's not even on there. 20th means he's out.
18, 19. Yeah, he's... Oh, because of the session stop bit at the top, it's pushed them all down. So all the cars are in pit lane at the moment. not on the grid. They're waiting to go back out, do a formation lap, and then they will take off again. We'll see if Valtteri Bottas can get the jump on Lewis Hamilton. Yes, I am getting tired. Let's go back. Oh, we're back up to 180 now.
That's good. 190 I'm looking at.
How many?
190.
Why have you got 190? I've only got 174.
I got 187.
All right, I'm going to stop mine. Have any of you ever tried Vegemite? Have you? Have you tried Vegemite? Do you know what it is?
Great.
It's I'll see what responses we get. I'll tell you. It's a paste, a black paste. It's a yeast extract, and we have it on toast or on crumpets. It's fantastic. Australians are brought up with it from birth. We love it. Are you excited for the return of Imola? I know nothing of Imola, except obviously that's where Ayrton Senna died. But I don't know the track. Don't know really anything about it. So yes, I'm excited because it's a new track, and I've liked this because it's a new track. And yeah, I'm interested in Portugal. What I would love to do is go to Portugal, shoot a race, and then go and watch that beautiful wave break, the huge wave break, which I think is not too far from Lisbon. And you can get some magnificent photos with that lighthouse in the foreground, the wave in the background. Somebody from Portugal, if you are listening, you might be able to tell me. Yes, definitely Spadinho. It's like Marmite. Similar. Joel Mitchell's still up at 3 a.m. in New Zealand. My gosh, this is going forever. I really thought they'd have to invoke a time limit on the race. But apparently not. Marmite is greater than Vegemite. This is a fact. No, it's not a fact.
Nope.
My wife's family is from Oz, and it's says Donnie Darko. Donna Darko. What a great movie that was, Donnie Darko. With that marvellous version of Tears for Fears. Mad World.
Mad World.
Was that Tears for Fears? Mad World, yeah.
That's a Jace question.
Well, I'm Austria. Only 11 finished. Well, in Austria, I think you meant. Thank you for that. In what cities do you reside, Kym? I reside in Perth during the week and Lancelin on the weekend. Lancelin's 90 minutes north of Perth. It's a fine town. Have a look at Lancelin on Facebook, Lancelin WA. I'll just show you quickly here. No, I'll just show you here. I'll look and cut since we've got a little bit of time here in a second. Right, here we go. For those of you who are fans of the outback, this is Lancelin's amazing sand dunes. Quite incredible. And sandboarding is a huge part of the town. People come from all over the world to come sandboarding on these beautiful, beautiful, pristine white dunes with lovely blue skies.
Apparently it's 10 minutes until race restart.
Right, 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
To go and quickly grab yourself a drink.
Yep.
Or something to eat. And what else can I show you here? Lizards. Yeah, it's a crayfishing town. So if you like seafood, well, we call it crayfish, but it's actually lobster. Where are we here? All these beautiful boats out in the harbour. And this is the sort of fun stuff that people get up to in Lancelin. Off the jetty. Crazy lads. That's not the right. He's going the wrong way. Yes, right. While we're killing time here, let's go through some of my funny photos of F1. That was a funny day. This is a little ritual that happens at the end of the season when a team member leaves one team and goes to another team. They subject him to this. They put him on a trolley and pour food all over him, and they take him down to his new team and present him to the new team. Nico Hulkenberg, what a lad, hey? What a character. Here he is. And I'm delighted to say that you can't get that photo unless you were standing right behind him on the grid. So yeah, these are some of my funnier pictures. careful that I haven't got anything untoward in this list. This guy is a cameraman from Hungary. He is the loveliest man. Kym, get this photo of me eating a Snickers. Why? Just get this photo of me eating a Snickers. All right. I don't know why he wanted it, but he wanted me to, and I was more than happy to do it. And in fact, that was the race. I had to go to catch a flight to Russia, and it was a real rush, so I had to wait till the very last second. I didn't get to shoot the podium or Parc Ferme. I just hung around the back, got these guys, and then I had to run to a waiting car to get out to the airport to make it. Otherwise, it was going to cost me about double the price to go to Russia. So these are some of my funny pics from F1 last year. This series was great. Slightly out of focus, those last two. Lance Stroll, the man that caused this drama that we're currently undergoing, doing a little dance out the back. Oh, isn't he a funny fellow, this man? We love him. This is Nico whacking Carlos in the sack, a sack whack on the grid. Mattia Binotto tickling Charles Leclerc. This is in reverse order. There he goes, giving him a little tickle. Yeah. So another, give him the middle finger. We're still about 5 minutes away from a restart. Killing time with funny photos. Mariana Becker. There he is again, my two lovely friends.
It's
from
funny. We should tell. Shall we tell a story?
About?
We should tell this story about Mr. Kym. Mr. Kym.
Yeah.
Ferrari in, where were we? Monaco?
I can't remember the story.
Are you joking?
No, you tell me. I've forgotten.
All right. So we're sat. We'll cut to a full screen. No, we'll leave it here. So we're sat at lunch, Kym and I. This man. We're sat at lunch eating, and no, I think we might have walked in, and they ushered us over, and proceeded to praise Kym over here.
Yes, this is Sandor from.
Yes.
And I'm trying to remember his mate's name. That's on his shirt, I'm sure. Sabo. Yeah.
I don't think that's his name.
Anyway, it is. But the funny boys, just funny boys
Very
from
funny.
Hungary. They love F1. They're just such characters. Federica. Seb having a bit of a moment there. Daniil. Mia. Daniil. He looks angry there, doesn't he? Looks like he's going to snot someone. Tyler, you got in there. Will Buxton. He likes that photo. Oh, with Mika Hakkinen. Carlos. Daniil. Looks like he's going to have a chunder there. Oh, he's got hat hair there, Max. Some more Lance at the podium, at the press conference. Roman. That's in Baku with the Hilton Hotel. We mentioned that earlier on in the live stream that people that's inside the track. Hellishly expensive to stay at. Gunter always good for a laugh. Valtteri. Piru, who looks after Pierre Gasly, who was of course elated last week and bitterly disappointed this week.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. There's some funny photos. This was a great moment. I mentioned this in a recent quick Q&A, but this was at testing, post-season testing in Abu Dhabi, and the beauty of that is that there are very few people around, and you get these guys really relaxed. And I'd taken one shot, a normal shot of them walking, and then I was looking in the back of the camera, and I went to put the camera up to my eye, and they were doing that. And luckily I got it, and I'm really happy with those pictures. This was a great moment too, with Maurizio Rifabene and Gino Razzato coming up behind Charles while he was doing an interview, or waiting for an interview, and tweaking his ears. Yeah, giving us the wink, and I really love this photo. It's often been used like a Last Supper. Nicole's, you are welcome to leave if you wish or stay if you want.
Yes, yes, yes.
Good.
Now, I was thinking, Kym,
Pixelated Will Buxton, yes?
while we have this bit of downtime, I could further explain the member system. I've gone and
Yes, because
set
I'll
this
get out of
little
that.
screen up. So, what you can see right now, at least what I hope you can see, yes, is the live stream at the moment. And you'll notice just below the live stream is this little button here. And when you click on it, it's probably going to start playing some stuff that I'm going to have to pause. You've also got Kym caked in makeup by the looks of things here.
Yeah. Because I might have got sunburnt that day.
Yes, a little bit. It explains the different levels, different tiers of membership. The first one being the backer tier, which has gives you access to the badges, the colored name that we've seen from everyone who's done it already, and the custom emojis. Supporter gets all the stuff that I just mentioned, as well as free monthly wallpaper and 5% off any ProStar Pix purchases. And then the VIP gets everything I've just mentioned, as well as 2 more free monthly wallpapers, acknowledgement in videos at the end in a scrolling screen, 10% off ProStar Pix purchases, and 10% off any dinners when they're back.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're not a thing at the moment, but they will be back once we return. At the moment, that's not the case. Yes.
Crikey, we've been going for 2.5 bloody hours.
A little bit more.
So thank you to those people who have signed up as members, like Sherry G, who enjoyed those pictures, those funny pics. They are a collection of funny pics. And for those of you asking about the software I use, it is called Lightroom, and it is a beautiful program and a much simpler program to use than Photoshop, but does something slightly different. It's more for cataloging, and when I take a photo I'll give you a quick rundown while we've got some time here. At a race, I will take, say, 4,000 photos in a day, and I'll probably come into the editing suite or come into the media center maybe 3 times. So every time I come in, maybe I've got 1,300 photos. I will go through them all very quickly in this program here called ScreenFlow. Try again. Photo Mechanic. So if I go to this one here, which is today in Lancelin, right? So I will quickly go bang, 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 bang. Oh yeah, I like that one. Yes, 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 yes. I like that one. I like that one. I like that one. I'll give this a 1, right? So this pink over here, that means that I've selected that photo. So all of these photos here I've selected. I then bring them all by this. I drag them all into Lightroom. Once I get them into Lightroom, I'll go to my last import, which there are 3 photos, which will be these 3 people here. I will give that one a 3-star, that one a 2-star, that one a 3-star. I will go over here and I will write YouTube follower. What would the YouTube followers? Right. That's, and I might, for a race, I will have Kimi Räikkönen, whatever the name of the race is, his team, and some other information. Then when I need to find those pictures, for instance, if I now have to go up here and I want to find Kym, I'll find all the pictures of me. Right, so there we go. There's a picture of me in the middle, and there. I can now go back here and I can find a picture of Henry. We mentioned Henry before. Look at all these pictures of Henry. Here he is, being just a big kid. Who else have I taken photos of? I'm gonna
cut you off there.
Yes,
because
stand by.
fellow 19-year-old, who,
Yes.
which if you don't know is a PewDiePie reference, has just become a member or at the backer tier, I believe.
Right, now does he get a special sound that comes up?
Yes, it does come up. It didn't come up because this scene something went wrong, but it does usually come up. Yes.
Great, thank you, fellow 19-year-old.
And they get green names and the badge.
It's fantastic, isn't it? Isn't that fantastic?
You can clearly tell them apart.
How much is the member level, says Luke?
The backer is 3 Aussie, which I'm pretty sure they list on YouTube as 2 US.
2 US for a month.
2 US for a month.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, just a little bit of support and something to set you apart.
Hey Tyler, can you get rid of that Tuscan thing on the right there?
Tuscan thing, I can certainly try.
That's it. There's a hell of a lag here on this. I'm going to copy this and close this now and come back to it because, yeah, really, what have we been going? 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours, yes.
Yeah. And thank you to those people who have hung around for that length of time.
You are excellent.
Yeah. You are beloved. Still 153 watching. Let's finish what we started. Exactly right. Why are we here? Why are we here? I've forgotten. Right. Let's stick this back in my ear because I do get a little bit of advance notice. Oh, this thing's saying everyone's in the pit. No, I have to restart that as well. But anyway, we're very delighted, overly delighted, that we've managed to get a decent audio feed. Last time it was horrendous.
Something broke with the audio.
Here we go. What could go wrong this time? There is no rain in this race. Yes, still there is so much carnage. Hi, big fan, Harris Pereira. I'm a big fan of yours. Right, they've lined up on the track, and you people know more than we do because you're getting it seconds in front of us. Sandy Barnes, send some love right back at you. Rick just moved before the start.
Oh, no.
But watch this. We're going to see this. We might have to change my Insta picture for the end of the race. Right, we're all watching this. You probably watched it before. Hamilton got a cracker of a start. Daniel's into second. Oh, but that's maybe he got a jump start.
Maybe got a jump. Yep, gotcha.
Right. Okay, this is very interesting with Hamilton, Ricciardo, Bottas, Albon, Perez, Norris, Kvyat, Raikkonen, Grosjean, Leclerc, Vettel. Oh, this is way delayed. This is way delayed. I don't know what's going on here with our delays, but I should not be seeing it before I'm hearing it. Raikkonen's got a penalty, yes, which will put him behind somebody, probably a couple the way things are going. I'm just waiting to get my feedback here. So I hope it's not a jump start for Daniel. But straight away, Lewis has opened up a lead. Yeah, last is George Russell. So he was looking like getting some points. Please not a jump start, says Vincent Yawan. Can Daniel hold second? Oh, here's Bottas now. Bottas got him. Blimey, Bottas.
I was going to say, I can't see him holding that for very long.
Now, I'm a little bit miffed here as to... It appears that what we're watching on telly is right up there with what people are seeing here.
Well, I just updated it. So it's very possible.
There's a... So it's Hamilton, Bottas, Ricciardo, Albon, Perez, Norris, Kvyat. So we're looking at a replay here of Perez being chopped, was it? Yeah, by Albon. Right, the honey badger is alive and well. The honey badger, somebody mentioned it earlier on, it was a name that Nick Cummins used. He's a very funny Australian rugby player, a real lad. So when I heard that Daniel had picked that name, although that's interesting because there's two of them out and about. Everybody wants Daniel on the podium today, except Darren Leong, who wants Albon there, and Albon's now 3.1 seconds behind Daniel, and Daniel's 1.3 behind Bottas. How you going? Are you exhausted watching all this? We've been at it a heck of a long time. Surely we've suffered enough. Anyway, we want to.
Tired.
Pardon?
I'm starting to get tired.
Yes.
It's 11:20 here. How long do the races usually run for?
Oh, a race, an hour and a half. It was
Which would
supposed to
mean-
be an hour and 14 for Monza. They said it was going to be the
done
quickest race.
half an hour ago.
Anyway, my poodle's up here, relaxed,
Still
well
sleeping.
relaxed.
I think-
Much as I like Albon, I want Danny on the podium. Luke Bart, Bert, you have been absolutely prolific tonight with the chat.
Absolute legend. Legend.
Yeah, I think it's time to give away a picture.
I think so too. I
Yeah.
think we've got one left. Let's give this last one away, and I will
Yep.
do that right here. Alright, I'm going to click some buttons
That
here.
is a lovely wide shot. Oh, my lovely dog. I just saw him on the delay. 1:20 a.m. in Sydney, says Spicy Sebago. Why do you people use these interesting names? Why, Spicy, why do you use that name? Why wouldn't you use your real name?
Ready? You're right here?
Yes?
3, 2. Whoa! Would you look at that? There's a code.
I'm looking now to see which of these. I must admit that visittuscany.com sign has really got me, because I've always wanted to go to Tuscany, mainly for the food, I think.
Tuscany.
In Italy, yeah.
Tuscany. I'm
Beautiful area of Italy with great food. What did you have for dinner tonight, people? We had Rogan Josh and beef masala with rice, raita and mango. What did you have for dinner tonight? That's what I want to know. Shanghai, it's 11:20, same time as Australia. I love the Bund. Really lovely area. Stayed at Hotel Indigo one of the last times I was there. Very nice. Kimmy is not happy. He got a 5-second stop and go. That's going to take him from 8th. Well, what's that going to take him to? Probably the back of the field, I'd say. Pizza. Luke, I love pizza. Good pizza.
I really want some pizza.
Here we go.
I'm
Around
really
the
hungry.
outside goes Albon on Ricciardo. Oh, my gosh. Ricciardo's back in
What?
4th.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, mamma mia.
That's a bit of a surprise. What's going on there? I want my money back. That's not right. What's happened? Thank you to Tarek Beiruti too, just subscribe. That's lovely. We had lasagna and herb bread. Avril Hodge. Avril, I've seen your name before. Thank you for that. Kimmy is pissed. Not drunk, I hope. Albon first podium. Oh, they're going bunter in the Albon garage with 8 laps to go.
8 laps. Cut to the wide.
This F1 app is miles behind the television.
Close it.
What is the point? How can that be? Normally they're 10 seconds in front. Anyway, it's much better without that in my ear.
Joel, you should go to bed. 3:20.
Yeah.
We'll start at
And if you don't go to bed, get your favourite driver book, photo book at KymIllman.com. They're great. And if you live in Australia and you take the Daniel Ricciardo book, I've got stock in Perth, I'll sign it for you. Hello, Russell's jumped a position. He's only 1 position away from being in the points, his first time ever. I'm pretty sure I'm correct in saying that. Of course, the Safina logo on the side of the Williams car is the company that Latifi owns, not Nicholas, but his dad. Wealthy, good-looking businessman and a lovely wife, good-looking family, done very well in life. And why shouldn't they enjoy the fruits of their labour and splash it out on this crazy game called Formula One? What's Albon saying? I missed that. Russell passed Grosjean. Yes, thank you for that. Russell up to P11. The F1 app is very slow. Thank you for that, DM. Normally it's quick. DMYQ71, whatever that means. Me too. When I entered the code, I get your order can't be placed. That's somebody's already got it, obviously. Let's see who got it. Yes, because it's only the first person. Scott Dennis. Scott Dennis picked a photo. And I'll tell you which one he picked. Just a moment. A Red Bull car.
Who was it?
Oh, Daniel Ricciardo
Hey.
and Monaco with all those beautiful buildings. Now, I'm going to show you this while there's anything exciting going on there. Hey?
I've taken that shot before. I've sat in that position,
well,
laid
I'm
on
going to
that
show
ground.
Monaco. Now, that's in a practice session, I reckon. I'll show you the best shot. And some of you may have seen this before, but please bear with me. Are you good? You're seeing the screen during one of an FP session.
While you do that, Rampant Fury asked a question.
Yes.
With the super chat
Yes.
for $5 Canadian, he asked, should Bottas and Russell switch seats? We cut to Kym live.
Bottas would say no. Bottas would say no. Russell would say yes. Who's the better driver? I don't know. How do you tell unless you put him in the car and have a crack at it? And you know what? I cannot find this shot. George is a lovely guy too, a really mature young fella. In fact, all of these young kids are. They have to be with the media. They're more than comfortable speaking to their elders. And I was going to try and find that photo where all of us sit on the ground and there's nothing between us and the cars.
Special. Yeah,
it is. It's an amazing opportunity. And the reason we can do that is it's not dangerous in any way, because the cars would have to turn and do a complete, well, probably a 90-degree turn to hit you, and there's no reason why they would do that. But maybe if I put in photographer. Yes, I should have done this in the first place. That's us, to take that shot that I just showed you prior. We sit on the ground, and it looks like we are on the track, but just to our right, and you can't see it, is an idiot. Yeah, here we go. Oh, this is another shot that we take at the track, which we love, where we get so close to the cars. They're doing about 80 k's an hour there. Anyway, back to the race. We have Albon lined up for his first podium. Oh, shivers. I have to get this ready now, don't I?
Yes.
Right, so now I have to turn Daniel. Let's take him out of there. He is going to be quite excited, Mr. Albon. And I imagine too, Lily, he will be excited. Of course, Lily is his girlfriend. So now I'm going to put this in there. Drag him over. A first time graphic. We've never seen this graphic before. It's now going to output to export. There we go. Just going to call this AAA. Now I'm going to go over here. Go to this. And this is what you need to do if you want to be timely. And I will bugger. Oh, cancel. I'm going to cancel that. Just bear with me, people. You're watching your race anyway. I'm going to go and copy this text. Go back here. Now, at the track, I couldn't do this, I don't think. I would have to rely on Tyler doing this back in Perth for me. But oh dear. Albon. Good. I'm going to tag. Oh, no. Yeah, I'll tag him. I've got time. Of course, this all works fine until you get to the last lap and something terrible happens and you've wasted all this time and you have to do another one. But I can't. What happened with Daniel Ricciardo? What did he have poor tyres? What has transpired there? Right, so now I need to go and save that as a draft. And that is ready to go. We have 3 full laps left to go in this race. And Russell is 11th. And it doesn't look like there's an opportunity for him to get past Vettel. So he's looked like he was going to get points. He's going to finish just outside the points. And in second last of the finishers, with Grosjean the last finisher. But that's not a bad result for Grosjean 12th, is it? He'd be pretty happy with that. I think Raikkonen, as he's still got to serve his stop and go, actually does that then allow George
to get?
Oh, the gap is
up.
6 seconds. Yeah, I think.
I saw someone saying
Has
that they have
someone
to close
mentioned
a
that?
gap. Yeah, something
Yeah.
about that.
Right. I've now got to go back and find my feed of the questions.
I have one request for next time we do this.
What is it?
Can we get a cable that is 3 meters long so I don't have to?
Yeah. We'll organise
I'm
that.
very reachy overy. You'll see a complete extension of this arm.
What is a dive bomb landmark? Thanks, Avril. Sorry, I'm asking. Broke, so I can't watch right now. Right here. Somebody obviously hasn't got access to cable, hence that's what's happening. Yeah, Hamilton's 1.5 in front of Bottas. He's safe. Bottas is 3 seconds in front of Albon. He's safe. Ricciardo's a couple, but yeah, there's which one is with the app is ahead of my television, because as soon as I'm confident that as they go across the line I'll hit save and publish and people go, wow, that's quick. No, Russell's not going to get a point, I don't think.
Has it finished for anyone? Can anyone confirm for us
Yeah,
that
good.
it is finished? Yeah. By the way, apologies for having to keep looking over here. The camera's here and the screen's... You know what? I can...
Here he goes. Lewis is crossing the line. No, that's way behind. There's Bottas. Right. I'm happy to press the button. And well done to Alex Albon. He will be just over the moon, won't he? After his mate Pierre did so well last time. What are you doing? You packing up?
No, I was thinking
Oh.
take it off.
Why?
I can show more
Do that.
what's going on.
Now,
It's right here.
I just have to check that poster's gone up. Tuscan Grand Prix race. Lewis first, Valtteri second, Alex third. Yes. Right. Okay, and off that goes. Oh, well, you people deserve a medal for hanging around this long. Thank you to Tyler for setting this up. We set up 3 hours before.
More than that. We started at 4. I started at 4.
Well, yeah, and then we
I
had
started
dinner.
at
So we
4.
did 4 hours set up. We did 3.5 hours. Is that what
3 hours of streaming.
3 hours of streaming. And yeah, it's been really an interesting exercise.
It's been fantastic. I've really enjoyed it.
Can you show Nicole's come and stand and show these people your
hop in
face?
the thingy-majobby. Also, if you want one of these, maybe in the middle. There's this one.
This camera
this
up
guy
there.
over here.
I've got nothing on my screen, so I can't see anybody's comments, I'm
Yes.
afraid. Has it all locked up?
Thank you guys all very much. No, it hasn't. Everybody. Thank you for a fantastic stream. It's very, very good fun, as always. Very, very good fun.
And if you haven't as yet watched my wives and girlfriends video on YouTube, go and watch it. It's 16 minutes of interesting information and some delightful partners of very talented drivers. And next week I invite you to watch the celebrities rich and famous of F1, which I'll be posting at some point when I get enthused enough to go and spend about 10 hours recording, editing and posting. And in a second we can all go to bed in Australia and New Zealand, and you people in Europe can just head off to dinner and have some lovely pasta if you're in Italy. And we can just applaud Alex Albon for making his first podium in Formula One. So on that note, I will say goodbye and thank you and thank you.
Thank you guys very, very much. We will call it there. Don't forget to sub to Kym if you haven't. Don't forget to check out his member stuff. Follow him on Instagram, which I'm sure you all are, and do all the good things. We'll see you guys next time. I'm going to cut us away to the starting soon screen and then end the stream. Again, thank you guys very, very much. We're going to say goodbye in 3, 2, 1 now. Bye.